This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like listeners can support the show for $8 a month on Patreon.
Just as I expected. They can click the link in the description below. But what do they get out of being a Patreon?
Listeners get early access to podcast episodes through the Patreon site. They also get access to the official Codec Calls Discord server.
Right. They can listen to the live, unedited recordings and even watch gameplay streams.
Wow, you must be crazy to miss out on all those Patreon perks.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our social media specialists. She posts on all the major platforms, as well as receiving our listener messages.
Our frequency is 209-791-0995. It's a dedicated frequency for burst transmissions for fans. Don't forget it.
We'll be monitoring our voicemail and messages. They could also contact us by email.
Got it. They'll call if they're feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to make great content. So email us at info@pixel-benders.com with questions or advice.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, the listeners can play along with us with physical copies of the games.
How do they do that?
Through our Amazon affiliate links.
Affiliate links. How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Announce yourself like the way, what is his name? Loke Dog says to, damn, I don't remember. To Ashtray. Go announce yourself or you get blasted up in this foot, motherfucker. You don't remember?
No.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
That's what I'm saying. The name's not familiar, but I don't remember that scene.
Yeah,
I remember a lot
Wayans
of
and
that
Shawn
movie.
Wayans.
Yeah. I remember
like
a lot
Shawn
of
Wayans is walking down the hallway and fucking all of a sudden there's a gunshot through the door. And Marlon Wayans, he's like, you better announce yourself before you get blasted up in this motherfucker or up in this piece or whatever he says. So I was telling German that what we were talking about the mics and how it picked up the cats last time. And it was it sounds so crazy on the I didn't even have to edit it. It's just like it sounds like they're sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
And so I was telling them it's just the way these mics are designed. They're cheapy, German and I are using blue snowball
Blue
ice.
Snowball, yeah.
And what do you have, Chris?
It's called a Moano or Mauno, Maono.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm literally looking at that on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Maono?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
Maono?
Yeah.
What does it look like? Is it like
it's like a standard microphone.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
it looks like a microphone,
It's like it's got a grill on it, and I think there's foam on the inside.
It's a cardioid, I believe it's considered or called or whatever.
Cardio. I'm pretty sure the snowball ice is in that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what is the snowball ice? Man, we just got a comment on the roars still.
Really?
I'm still getting comments every couple days. I'm like,
Jeez.
Okay, maybe the podcast is bringing people that way or something.
That could be, yeah.
Blue snowball ice. Oh, it is cardioid
my God,
condenser.
This game is so. Oh my lord! This game is driving me bananas. Still like it, but it's pissing me off. I'll tell you that.
No,
much.
I definitely agree. I agree. Yeah, there's certain points where it's really. Like stage 7. Oh my God.
That's why I haven't got past it.
7 sucked, dude.
So
and it's not really that
freaking it's just go on.
I haven't had much time, and that level does not help.
No, it doesn't.
It's like, dude, I am on a deadline, and it's just like, nah, you're not gonna pass this one. I've gotten to the third area where it's got that yellow room.
Oh yeah,
I got into the yellow room. I'm pretty sure the end is right on the other side of that, but fucking, I was like, nope, this is where I stop.
You'd think the end would be on. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I don't doubt that that's not the end, but it felt like it. But anyways, yeah. So I was telling German that I was, that Prime Day is over now, and I was like, oh man, I should have got some good mics, but I definitely wouldn't even have had the money for that. So
yeah. Well, and these days, Prime Day is such a freaking scam. I don't know if you've seen...
dude, they raised the price. They raised the... No, so they advertise a higher price, but it's just the same price.
Sale?
No, but it's just the same price as it was before Prime Day.
That's what I'm saying, to show you the quote-unquote sale. That's what I meant.
Yeah, so they jacked the price way up a couple days before, a week before, and then they'll drop it again back to its normal price and look, oh, it's 60% off.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the same price it's always been.
Thankfully, it's not that with all products, because I did get something on Prime Day, because I'd been watching for a while. I was like, dude, I am, like, my hard drive, my 4 terabyte hard drive is down to 267 free gigabytes.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I have, it's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Yeah. not just that, but like also that's where I'm recording to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so today, my Prime Day delivery showed up, and guess what I have now? I have 7.27 terabytes of new space.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got an 8 terabyte hard drive, and that's dedicated strictly to this and future podcasts, everybody. So
excellent.
Fucking.
Are you recording? Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I am recording.
You are recording.
I wasn't sure.
You didn't hear? Oh, dang it. I had it off.
No, I didn't hear him.
My bad. I had the thing off, but
I thought maybe you started before I got on. I was like, okay, I guess I really was late to the party. Jeez.
Yeah. So now we got space for future podcasts and other things. So pony up some money, y'all. This shit ain't free. This shit ain't free. But yeah, I mean, I needed it anyways. You know, the more my computer accumulates more and more retro games.
I definitely need some upgrade my hard drive as well.
No, you just need a new PC. For Delta, you're gonna play.
So it can crash when I put shit to sleep. No thanks.
Who puts their computer to sleep nowadays?
When he mentioned that, I was like, has this been going on the whole time you've been playing this game? Like, you've not saved, you just put your PC to sleep? Like,
yeah.
No, actually, because it always crashes every time I put it to sleep, I actually have to shut it down every time. So
yeah, because putting it to sleep is there's that Office meme where it's like, I put my computer to sleep, I shut down my sleep, and it's Pam from The Office going, they're the same picture. Just shut it down. Sleep does not work.
Yeah.
I don't know. PlayStation's high standby works. That's sleep, isn't it?
It's just a low power mode.
That's low power mode, yeah. I mean, that's what the PC is supposed to do, but it's not a PC problem, it's a Windows problem.
Is it a Windows? I figured as much, yeah.
Windows does not know how to handle fucking sleep mode. And then there's hibernate mode, which
is even worse.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like a even lower power, which is like, what? Who cares? Like, I can't turn my PC back on, motherfucker. I'm pressing the space bar, you know, I'm only tapping the power button.
I thought it was just something weird that randomly happened, so I was like, whatever. No one told me that they don't work as advertised for the sleep and hibernation and all that.
Welcome to PC Master Race.
Yeah. we'll teach you all we know.
Yeah. Everything that doesn't work on a PC. Yeah.
No, I mean, but I am serious. That is kind of bullshit. I literally, it's happened to me once or twice before. Not when I'm playing games, just randomly. So I was like, I'm not going to put it to sleep. I'm just going to fucking shut it down, you know? And turns out, this is the last thing. I made it that far. I didn't want to use save disks. I just didn't want to. And then I fucking doesn't boot back up, and I had to do all that shit all over again. It went better the second time because I kind of know what you're doing at least, but still annoying.
See, back when computers were still relatively new, not new because that was like the 60s, but when they were still like home computers were relatively new.
Yeah.
Power saved worked then, putting it to sleep, stuff like that worked then because you are saving a significant amount of power when it shut off. Whereas now they're so efficient that if something's not being used, they're not going to draw as much power. So it's not like it's going to draw as much power whether it's being used or not like they used to. But if it's not drawing power, the power supply gives it less power, which means it's drawing less power from the wall. Yeah,
I mean, the operating system is supposed to be handling all that shit.
Yeah. So putting it to sleep is no different than just leaving it on and idle.
Really?
Basically.
Well, except for the fact that it's got to quote unquote wake up, and that's when it went to shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it freaked out. It was like, what do you mean wake up? I am awake.
Oddly enough, Mac and Linux have no problem with sleep mode. It's just Windows.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking of Windows,
I heard you sent that thing in the morning. Pretty crazy.
For those in the future?
Yeah.
Dermot, how does it work?
The past.
They're in the
no,
past.
but we're in the past talking to them in the future because this happened 2 weeks ago, I guess, to them, or a week ago for paid. God, I got to get on that. So hard to catch up to get these things edited quick enough. But yeah, how did everybody fare with that? Anybody get stuck in the airports?
Damn, man.
Or
Crazy.
anywhere where anything depended on Windows?
Yeah, that's right.
Like I told my wife that this morning. I was like, yeah, global BSOD. Like, I was like, blue screen of death for the entire world. Anybody running, I believe it's called CrowdStrike, I think was the name
that's the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah, the security system. And it's not a Windows problem. It's that company's problem. They pushed an update that froze a bunch of fucking Windows computers, and it didn't affect and Linux or Mac because it's just different the way software works on those. So it was just a Windows specific error that happened, and I was just laughing my head off when I'm just seeing that report that I sent you guys. I was just laughing, like all these blue screens of death, like in the airport, like in big cities where they like wherever they're advertising those giant screens. It's just a blue screen of death, and it's just like this is so hilarious. Like, come on, you guys! Like, we don't have like some kind of fail safe for this, and it's like no, of course they don't. If you've ever worked for any big company, not even big, but yeah. Especially big. You think these big companies are going to spend time and money on good IT? No, they are not, bro. They will pick the cheapest possible because they don't care about that shit. They just want it to work, and then when it breaks, they're like, "Why doesn't it work?" And it's like, because you paid for minimum fucking maintenance. Also, you're probably the IT guy. You then hire an IT person, so you're the IT guy. Why aren't you figuring this out? It's It's kind of ridiculous. Doing what we do, Chairman. I know you don't do business yet, but I know you've run into small homes where people are like, I gotta work from home and blah, 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 and all this shit. But yeah, when you run into like today, I had one, literally it was just for me to swap out an old 2-in-1 modem, business modem, for a 2-piece, because we do static weird. We put the static on the router instead of the modem. Don't ask why. I don't know. I think we're the only company in the world who does this. But so I'm doing that, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, I told him, I was like, hey, you're going to be down. Is that okay? And he's like, yeah, like how long? And I'm like, if it goes smooth, 20 to 30 minutes. If this shit goes sideways, probably an hour.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah, that was me. That was me definitely. Sugarcoating it for that guy. I was there for maybe 2 hours.
I told you. Best case scenario, an hour.
And it wasn't like anything wrong with the static. It was just the first router that I put on there, it was just gray for my people on the phone. They were just like we can't use it. Like we tried rebooting it, resetting it, the pin reset, all that stuff. Didn't work. And then so I swapped that out. And then all of a sudden the modem started acting up. And it was just like, great. What the heck? Like this modem was perfect. And so the first lady I was talking to, I told her, I was like, you know what? It's going to take me a minute to swap this. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Like you've already been on the phone with me for like 40 minutes. So it's just like, I'll call back like, whenever I get this going. And then of course, as soon as I hang up, the modem locks on. And I was like, are you kidding? So I call back, and I'm glad I did, because the first lady didn't seem to like care about life or something. She was
nowhere care. Yeah.
Checked out. She was checked out. But this second lady, like bright on the phone, like you could just tell her personality was like, hey, I'm here to help. I'm like,
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy to help. God. I'm here to do a job. Yeah.
That makes such a big difference.
Yeah. What a difference. Yeah. Because I'm always still trying to be super nice to the ones that I know are just like, I don't care. But this one, like we were cracking jokes and whatever, and just dumb shit that we were talking about as we're trying to get this thing going. She's like, nah, yeah, I think we're gonna have to swap out the modem. I'm like, okay, well, I got one ready anyways. So we swapped that shit out. That shit took us a minute too. I think I was on the phone with her for like another 40 minutes, but definitely made a difference. And in the meantime, I'm on my phone. I didn't want to bring my, so I think I've told you guys that I have this controller adapter for my phone. It's called the Backbone. Yeah. But I didn't want to like have that in this server room trying to play Metal Gear Acid.
That makes sense.
So I'm like, I spent most of my time just like adjusting the touch controls. Like, okay, I got to make the screen smaller because otherwise I can't see my buttons. And, just trying to make it look like a PSP. And, by the time I got that going, I got like I don't know. I got like maybe 5 turns in, and I was like, this ain't even worth it, man. Like, just fucking whatever. And then we got the static going, and yeah, I got out of there. And at the end too, I was like, well, you know, everything's working. And he's like, oh, I'm still not getting Wi-Fi. And I'm like, now you call your IT guy. Like, sorry, bro, because everything's working on our end. Like, I got Wi-Fi off the router. Now like, here's your static information.
Bye.
And then the IT guy, and the IT guy was like, oh, we never had a static. I'm like, yes, you did, because if you didn't, I did all of this for nothing. Here's your static. I was like, here's your static. You're using this now. I don't care. Could you imagine if they were like, no, it was DHCP? I'd be like, dude, why did I just spend an hour and a half putting a static?
Oh man.
Anyways, that was my day. It wasn't like a terrible day. Thankfully, that lady really kept everything upbeat, and you know what a difference it does. Seriously,
she was your mailing, basically, is what you're saying.
Basically, yeah, she was my what is it? My
comms.
Yeah, what do we call that? Support. Yeah, I guess my codec support. I don't know.
So I mean, I'm a little too late now because we've already talked so much more about this. But I was gonna say, so I'm not in business, but I am in the business of giving Chris the business.
Giving Chris the business.
And let me tell you, business is blooming.
Business is booming.
I gotta say, German, you saying that reminds me of when we worked at Harris together, and I really miss working with Carl. Oh, he was so good at that.
Yeah, good guy.
What a guy, Carl.
Carlos. That's how I call him. Carlos.
And you remember Anthony, right?
Gainer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever talked to you about this. It might have just been me. Did he ever come up to you and tell you that he thought Carrie hated him?
No, I don't think so.
So when he first started, you know how Carrie was. Very, very much the typical, like, grumpy old man on the outside. And he's like, I think he hates me. Like, he always give me weird looks, and he's looking down at me and everything. So no, it's just Carrie. That's just the way he is. You just gotta get used to him. You just gotta get to know him. That's all. And I remember there was one time where Carrie was saying something, and Anthony looked at me. He's like, "Shut the fuck up!" And Carrie's face just lights up. He's like, "I like you."
I can tell you 100% that is true, because I thought he was also like, man, this guy's grumpy as fuck. And then just one day, I don't know, something very similar. He's, you know, some customer giving us bullshit or whatever, and he goes, man, fuck that guy, or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, this guy's cool. He's one of us.
Carrie is good people.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, good. Sucks. I was off today, so I'm happy. I got to spend some time with the family.
Okay.
And I played a little bit MGS last night, a little bit this morning.
You went up to the lake to?
No, so I went to Reno with Cynthia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Reno, so that was fun. And
where'd you guys go there?
She had to go pick up something from the store or the clinic, if you will.
Oh, okay.
And then we just went to round one, went to go eat, and so spent time with her and the baby. So that was good.
Cool. Chris, what you been up to?
My week's actually been super chill, which is nice. Both literally and figuratively.
No wonder you fucking devoured the game.
Well, that was one nice thing about playing on the PSP. And when I saw it was available on there, I was like, I really hope it works, because there was that other game, Metal Gear Ghost Babel. I tried playing on there, and it was like glitched out or something. But I got to one level, and it kept like glitching out or something. I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, but anyway, on a PSP, or hit or miss sometimes, depending on the game.
Yeah, no, it's just been so nice just not having to have my PC on and having all the hot air blowing on me and everything. It helps a lot that it's cooler outside as well.
Have you tried pointing your PC away from you?
I could, but then it would. I mean, you've seen my cable management. You've seen my cable management. That would make it even worse.
Your cables would get wrapped up in your fans or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's why I get hot in my room, because it's small and I got you on the PC, and then it's tiny in here. And if I'm playing, I'm definitely choosing up more fucking heat.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's helped that it's cooled off outside. That certainly makes a difference too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, not having to have that on all day playing is just, it's so good. And I'm so looking forward to the next 3 games being able to play on the PSP. So yeah, it's nice.
PSP is king. I do love the PSP. Is it 3 games or 4 games? No, the next three. The next 3, yeah.
Technically, yes, but I do recommend the fourth one that is portable to be played at the HD version.
Oh, okay.
Especially because now I'm gonna tease this. I'm gonna tease your balls a little bit here.
Ooh.
Get your decks ready.
Off.
Get your decks ready. Shuffle them up. I was thinking, because I don't think we've mentioned this to Chris, but Peace Walker, the one we're talking about, you can do co-op.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you can. You can do it on the HD.
Yes.
Oh shit.
As far as I know, HD can also do co-op. So, and it's not like
that was fun.
Yeah, there's not a server. It's all ad hoc, so it's peer-to-peer connections, basically.
Really?
The way that co-op should be.
Yeah. Well, for certain co-ops, absolutely. Certain co-ops.
I mean, Monster Hunter does it. The only one that doesn't do it is World.
Well, Iceborne now. I mean, Rise does a server too, doesn't it?
No, because if you're sitting right next to each other, you could do...
Yeah, you're right.
That's ad hoc. That's peer-to-peer.
Yeah. So if you're sitting next to each other, yeah.
I think even the same online, because you're not... Yeah,
you make your own room. You make your own room. And
you're not on a global server, so they're all ad hoc except for World.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll do some more research, but yeah, I would love to do Peace Walker co-op.
I love that game.
Obviously let Chris experience, shit by himself, and then we'll do like side ops together or something like that.
Oh, dude, no, that game, damn, that's gonna be fun. I forgot about that co-op, dude. That shit's so fun.
Just 3 snakes running around.
Dude, and then with the boxes, if you remember, that's so fucking fun.
With the boxes.
You don't remember the boxes?
I know what you can do. Well, I know the boxes are actually kind of more useful now, but
that's what I mean. Well, that's what I meant, like the special boxes. Should I say it or should I just wait?
Just wait.
Oh wait, it's super cool.
Or you guys can have your side conversation again.
Sure. We'll just fucking, let me step to the side and talk in my head too. And
use your codec. Yeah.
Just tell me afterwards.
Yeah. No.
Or I mean, if only there was, hold on.
If only I had a rope.
I was going to say Discord.
I should be able to use that rope.
Yeah, we can just text each other.
Last time I texted you were like, what the hell? I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I was all like concerned. I was like, huh? What? I got a message. I was like...
Yeah, no, you got scared. You scared me. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Who texted me?
So getting into this game right now, so I'm playing it. Obviously, I'll always be playing or watching videos when we do these fucking podcasts. But dude, the editing, the first tab editing, half of your cards aren't even in that. I don't understand what it is. It's
I noticed that too. Yeah,
number, cost, category.
Editing is only what you have in your current hand.
I have a bunch in here that have zero.
Yeah.
That have zero of in my hand.
Oh, I think that's only when they're brand new.
Oh, maybe.
Because once you look at them,
old ones in there too.
No. But I mean, the brand new ones. If you have 0 of them in your deck, they show up there.
Yeah, he's right. He is right. So how
do
you make one
at them,
not new?
Well,
you got to click on them
because
you got to hit square, and then the info comes up on them.
You got to hit square.
Even if you've already had
done
them,
it in
they're
the shop
just telling you. They're just telling you, hey, you got another Otacon, or you got another blah blah blah. And then once you hit square on all of them,
but hang on, because when I don't know how far have you made it, Noise?
Not far.
7.
Okay. So at one point you need to go and get the sniper rifle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So
spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
You said you were caught up to the story.
Okay, I know the story.
Oh.
I didn't like read all the cutscenes. I have a breakdown of what's happening. You guys are going to fill me in. So full disclosure, these guys, I think German's working on stage 10 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Chris has beaten stage 10. I cannot make it through stage 7 because I really didn't have much time. And I'm guessing a lot of people also probably already gave up on 7 because it's
7 was
long.
7
I would imagine 7 is where a lot of people dropped off on this game.
Yeah, if you don't take your time to really set up a deck,
yep,
you're gonna suffer. So that's where because like I told you, I'm just doing auto, and then once I go through, now I'm going like, I'm gonna need, so like the first time I autoed it, Teleco had no guns,
and even with
gave her no guns.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck did this give her no guns?
Even with setting up your own deck, part of it comes down to luck.
Oh yeah,
and timing.
Oh man,
yeah,
God.
Yeah. There were times.
The first
where I get through one
so
section.
Like I get through the first
room's easy.
No detection. And then the second room where you got to deal with the fucking doors is like, Jesus Christ.
Such a pain in the ass.
Dude.
Anyways, hold on. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast, where we suffer through the Metal Gear games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I'm your host, Noise, who is suffering through this, and I'm here with my fellow drug addicts, German.
Hey, guys.
And Chris.
Hello.
All right, go on.
Yeah.
Doors, oh.
Yeah, I was it's just a pain. And you'll get into certain situations where it'll move you on and you start out surrounded.
Ops. Dude, yeah, like I said, it's the luck of the draw. Straight up Yu-Gi-Oh shit here.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, that was the scenario where I had fucking 8 move cards and they were all at the back of my goddamn deck. I was like, are you fucking joking me? I was like, I put 8 in here for a reason and they were all in the back. I was so fucking pissed. No, it's so for sure. When I kept telling you like beat 6 because you get Teleco in 6 and it's like, oh, I gotta, and then
was that the reason why?
Well, because you get her, you unlock Pack 2, Metal Gear 2 Solid 2.
Yeah.
So you get more stuff, more weapons and items and stuff, and then the guards I feel are a little bit more of a threat. They actually have longer vision. They actually start with body armor and fucking weapons. Yeah, and they actually can hear closer, ranges. Still not the best, but they can hear a lot better.
And like you said, they actually react the way you think when you knock them out.
Yes.
Like they actually stay down for at least a turn.
They'll stay stunned for at least 2-3 turns. Yeah, it's actually that Chris. Whenever we were complaining, like they don't stay stunned. They do now. I'm like, oh, that's why.
I've had that happen a couple times. It's so nice.
Yeah,
That's the only good thing about all the changes is like Jesus Christ.
Well, I have the M9, and so I can knock them out. I can put them to sleep, and they stay asleep for a minute. They stay asleep for a while. The one thing that I was going to ask you guys, now, I'm 99% sure when she joined my team, Teleco, I'm pretty sure Roger said something like, oh, she can use the card twice or something. I don't know if I missed.
I thought I saw something about that too, like it's limited time use, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, what? Wait, what?
But yeah, and he's like, oh, like it says on the card, and I was like, where does it say limited time use? It doesn't.
Yeah, I was super confused about that because I noticed she has a permanent action up, so she can move 3 times. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a risk thing because you're like, oh, I can move 3 times or do 3 actions, but then your cost is up the roof, Oh, geez, and then freaking you only draw 2 cards. So if the next turn you do 3 turns again, now you only have 1 card and you're kind of sitting there hoping to get more cards. And that's of course you start adding cards that draw extra cards and shit like that. But it's still like. She's tough to use. Like you can't. At least when I got her in my team, like just right off clean like that from the game, she had a bunch of weapons on there, and I had to bounce her out. I was like, no, I don't need all these weapons. I need more, assists and more.
I'm having trouble understanding that because like the weapons, they're mostly like equip,
and
they only work as a counter. Right?
No. If you have 2 of the same weapon and you equip it on the same spot, it'll let you use it as a weapon.
Yeah, that's
only you have to have 2 of the same weapon. Yeah.
I
didn't understand it because I was like, dude, why do I have these? Because like they did get used when she would get shot at.
Yep, as a reaction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I remember I had like 5 on her at one time because I was like, I don't know how to fucking use these, But like I was adding like. It was like they even had stuff on them, right? So some of them had like
laser or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so all that shit, she would get shot once, and then you would just see this battle, like this auto battle happening between her.
Back and forth, yeah.
That's kind of fun, I won't lie.
But the funny thing is like they're like so I don't know, they're like weak or something, like they're not doing anything.
They are weaker. So I'll tell you 2 things. One, Chris, you're half right. You don't have to equip the same weapon. You just need to equip the same ammo. So pay attention to what kind of ammo it has.
That's true. He does say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I did see that. But where is there an ammo card?
No.
So it says on the card what type of ammo they use.
Right. So like for here, like my MP5 uses 9mm, and so does my M9. So I can bring both of those in and just either feed my 9mm the MP5 card, or vice versa, the MP card my 9mm card. Get what I'm saying? Because they're both 9mm. The M9. I know. I said not my 9mm.
No, hold on.
Just a straight up hard no, not even like I'm confused.
Welcome to Metal Gear Acid.
Could you explain it? He's like, no.
This is why I suck at these games, and like I knew I was gonna be the one like trailing behind. Like, I don't understand. But okay, so let's say you get the trank gun, right? You said that it's a 9mm.
It's a M9 and it's 9mm. Yes.
Okay, so you equip that, right? Mm-hmm. You don't use it because you can't use it yet.
You can't use it.
You equip it. So how do you use it? You said
you feed it 9mm. So you feed it either another M9 or the Makarov or an MP5, any other weapon that uses 9mm.
so you're sacrificing another weapon card to give it that ammo?
Yeah.
Yes, pretty much.
And it's only a single use.
Yeah, so it doesn't override it. It'll just use it, right? So like, let's say I put my M9, which is what I always like doing, so like tranquilizing, and then I feed it Makarov because it's a 9mm, or at this case I just started getting some MP5 cards because that's 9mm, and it'll use it up. Now here's another thing that I didn't quite notice until like way later on. So the M9. So I thought like equipping the M9, because mine says here 9mm times 2. I said, oh, it shoots twice. No big deal. All you need is one shot to put him to sleep. But if you feed it the MP5, that says 9mm times 3. So you'll actually shoot the 9mm 3 times. Or if you put the Makarov, it's 9mm times 4. So that's how many bullets it'll shoot. So let's say the Makarov that says 9mm times 4. If I fed it the M9, he's only going to shoot the Makarov twice because the Makarov only has 2 9mm on it. Kind of get it, Chris?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
I don't know why you're asking me. I get it.
No. Just because you're the one that's playing a little further, dude. You were the one that's confused. I was sending the messages about the D&D shit, and Chris is like, Herman, do you understand what's going on? I'm like, I'm the one sending them.
Yeah, I still don't know what the hell's going on with the D&D shit.
Oh, that's just hella funny.
So Noise, the first one he sent was about the magic thing in the amulet, right?
It was a cursed amulet, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
So
and I guess the amulet exploded on him because I guess the curse is if you take it off, it explodes.
So the amulet was absorbing all the magic that he was being hit by.
Everything, all the splash damage, everything.
So instead of him taking the damage, it was being put into the amulet.
Uh-huh.
As soon as he let it go, that curse took effect and released all that magic at once.
Right.
So all the damage that he would have taken over time was released in an instance. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, and the thing was that he never checked to see if it was freaking cursed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, his buddy was like, "Can I borrow it?" I don't know why. And they were going into another section. He's like, "Hey, let me
He
borrow
probably
that."
just want to be protected from magic.
Yeah. And then I was like, "Kaboo!" And I was like, "Dude, I think this is so fun." And then the second one was these what is it, 5 chaotic priests or whatever, like, we bring you this sacrifice or some bullshit to the dragon, and then he's like, do you have any last words? And then the player says, he goes, dear mighty dragon or whatever, he goes, I bring you these 5 fucking whatever priests or whatever. And the dungeon master's like, he's like, roll for it, and he gets a 17 persuasion or whatever, and he goes, I like you, duck. And so he pretty much played the game, like, he was like, that's why I want to play some. Chris, I don't want to like say like I'm not interested, because I fucking clearly am. I just the time.
Yeah,
I want to play some D&D. Like that shit like that is like the stuff I would love. I'm like, can I do this? And you'd be like, I don't know. Roll for it.
That's the best part about D&D, I think. Like, a lot of people, I think, play D&D like, oh, it's like a video game. You can just do this. No, D&D is not like a video game. You can do whatever the hell you want. There is no
just roll for it.
Because games are limited in what you can do, right? Games, there's a set area you can play in. Even if it's open world, most advanced game, whatever, there's always limitations. You can't do whatever you want. In D&D, you can do just about anything.
Oh, so. just about. No, it seems super. Like I said, I know you said that we were getting a Monster Hunter 1 setting up, and one day we'll get to it. We just need to find that time, because that sounds super fun. But yeah. So I just confirmed one thing. Noise is right. They are all in your editing if they're new to you. Once you look at them in editing, it's only what's in your hand, so you can see your.
If you switch 35. Tabs, it'll go away.
I could have sworn when we got that new weapon for this last level that it was not in there, because I looked.
Well, because no. Oh, you mean it wasn't even there as new?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're right. It is in here as new. At least I don't remember seeing it, but I just kind of clicked them all. So.
And it happened with the cards were old though. I'm gonna say with the other level where you need the cards.
Oh, the key cards.
Yeah. I didn't notice them there, but they weren't new at that point, so that could be why.
Huh.
762. Oh, so I just need one. And yeah, sorry, I'm talking to myself. 762. Let me see if I have more 762 weapons. That's the thing that sucks about this game, and let me tell you, it won't get better in Acid. Like, you have the fucking AKS. Yeah, sorry, S2. AKS-74U. It uses 545, but then the M4 uses 556. You're like, why are they so goddamn close to each other? It's like the numbers should be like not that, because then I remember my first time playing the Acid 2. I was like, try to feed it and it would override it. And I was like, what are you? And I was like, oh, 556, 545. You piece of shit game. Why'd you make them so close to each other? And then there's a 5.7 too. So that's 3 ammos as of right now that start with the fucking 5. 556, 542, 545, and then 5.7. That sounds like a phone number.
Yeah, somebody call that. I wish, because like you can only look at that tutorial once, right? When it comes up.
I believe so.
In intermissions. Yeah, because I didn't understand it the first time, and then it was gone, and then I was like, oh god.
Thanks. I think
that's what fucked me over on the weapons, because I was like, what the fuck? Like Tilico has all these weapons and she can't use them.
Mm-hmm. Like you thought they were on the counter,
Yeah, I was like, are these only reaction ones? So yeah, and then I kind of understood the reaction, and then it did one on interference.
Oh man, what is that? Still, I don't think I've gotten that yet.
Yeah, and I got the interference tutorial. Yeah, it was like at the beginning of 7.
No, but I mean, like, I don't think I understood. Like,
yeah. I don't understand it either. All I know is that I have that Mei Ling card, and I'm like, cool. Whenever
that comes into happen.
Yeah, I guess I'll use it. I don't know. And I even like used it a couple times just to be like, okay, is this doing anything? Nope, nothing unusual.
Yeah, clear as mud, right?
The what?
Clear as mud, right?
Yeah, clear as mud. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be behind on things, so you guys are gonna be informing me pretty much past 7. So my understanding is that German spoiled.
I did, tiny bit. Sorry.
Yeah. I wanted to say something, but I was like, I don't know for sure, so I don't want to seem like an asshole. And like, no, you're wrong.
What's funny is you guys were just like, yeah, and so I never picked up that I was spoiling anything. My bad.
It sounded familiar to me, so I was just like, yeah, okay. But yeah, I guess at the end of 6, or was it the beginning of 6?
No,
I don't remember.
6, I guess.
The beginning of 6. They talk that's that whole thing where, by the way, it's not Francis that's the fucking wacko one. It's Elsie.
Elsie, okay.
Elsie's the wacko one with the weird eye who's just wants to go on a murder spree. Mm-hmm. That she went to kill somebody, and then someone next to her woke up and she killed that person too.
Yeah.
And then carved the number 5 on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it gets that. You guys got to tell me when that gets revealed, because all I know is a summary of what happens between 6 and 10. I don't know exactly when these things happen, so you guys are gonna have to kind of take the reins on that. So
good.
Oh no, I was just gonna say in 6, it's the residential area, I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And my experience through this spot wasn't too bad, but at one point I got turned around because the buildings look exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of going in almost a figure 8 sometimes.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't go the wrong way, because I had to like move the map and be like, okay, I think that was the starting point. And then I was like, oh wait, north. We're always heading north. So that's how I kept track of where the hell I was going. And then I don't know if you noticed the little pathways between the buildings. They kind of have like a waist high wall on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I figured, because logic dictates that if I crawl, they can't see me through that or over that little wall.
And did they? Because I didn't try.
Of course they saw me, because fuck me.
Well, they're standing, so they can see over the wall.
But
still.
I was like against the wall. There's no reason he should have seen me. Anyways, saw me, murdered everybody. You know, I just pretty much pulled a Chris and just killed everybody. If I had a knife in my hand, there would have been fucking slit throats left and right.
So I do have some add-ons from last week. I forgot to mention this. So last week episode, so the chapters 1 through 5, or episodes 1 through 5, whatever, stages 1 through 5. I do remember, and I was gonna bring it up, and I know the answer now. But Lionel, yeah, the bad guy, Leon. He I at some point when he's first introduced or whatever, he says, "Don't let that clown get to him," or some shit like that. And I was gonna ask you guys if that meant like someone he thinks is silly, or I'm saying like a useless, like a clown, like it's like a nobody, or what he meant by that. Yeah, or what he meant by that. So I know the answer. We'll get to that later. So I had that written down, and when damn, dude, here's what sucks. I wrote a bunch of shit down, and I don't know what none of it means. Oh, I know, man. Yes, I love my shorthand. My shorthand's the best, by the way. Fuck. Anyways,
I can't understand it. It's the best.
It's the best. No, when the dolls were talking about the letters, like, oh, the numbers. Oh, I put an 11 and I put this down. I started writing them down. I knew it was gonna be alphabet. I was like, it's some message. It's too fucking easy, right? I'm like, so okay. So I started writing them down. They also, I was gonna bring up not Alice. What's the other girl on the plane next to Vigo?
Girl?
No, next to Lena.
Yeah.
She mentioned this. She says, it's 16 here or there or some shit like that, right? So it's 16. She mentions that number. And then they mentioned about Emilio. They said, Emilio's already at the lab or some shit like that. So remember I told you I suspected Gary as being some kind of sus and something. I didn't trust him for shit. I was like, oh, maybe Gary is Emilio because he looks more like an Emilio than a Gary, But So, anyways, did you guys remember them mentioning Emilio at all?
I don't remember that. No.
Yeah. They mentioned him. They literally say Emilio is already on site or in the lab or something like that. So okay. That's still something to keep an eye out for. Who the hell is this Emilio person?
Okay. But
in that residential zone, I found something out that I don't know if Acid 2 has it. You cannot use ladders if you have a box equipped. So I had a fucking box equipped, and I couldn't climb down, and I had no way to get this box off of me. So I had to run all the way back to where this one guard was. So he couldn't see me where I was at. So I had to run close enough to him where I could use a fucking weapon to break out of the box.
Can't you just equip something over it and it'll replace it?
Shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't know if I had anything else to equip because
I pictured your face, your realization when you said shit.
Oh, it's a big realization. Now, in all honesty, I don't know if I had anything else to equip.
Okay.
But you know what? No, I should have because I always keep scopes on me. So yeah, I could have just kept sitting there and just discarding cards until I got something to override it. Yeah. I didn't think about that. But anyways, you can't fucking use actions one in the box. I don't know if Acid 2 fixes that.
Okay.
Now, I would be cool if I use the box, and if you use the ladder, it goes away. That sounds reasonable, But I was just pissed. So thank you for making me realize that I probably could have made that a lot better.
Yeah, because as you said, you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go find someone to like knock me out of the box. I was like, what? Why didn't you just? Because I know there's no unequip, but I was like, I know you can replace something you're equipping.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Well, but yeah, so we're in the residential. What happens there? You
come in contact with a node.
Did you say nerd?
Oh yeah, and it scans you as Hans David.
Yep.
Yes, which immediately made me sus. That's why I texted you guys. I was like, I am now sus of Snake. Now, I know better than to, I know it's not Kojima, but it is the Kojima team that is making this, and I know better than to trust anything this fucking team tells me. So now I'm very sus of Snake. I feel like that's who he is, especially because people are like, is this game canon? Is it not? And all this bullshit. And are you Solid Snake?
Mm-hmm. No, so we're gonna find this out. Well, you know a little bit, but you'll find out more. But yeah, so then you get scanned. For me, my freaking dyslexia, I kind of right off the bat was like, oh, I saw an H and I saw Davis, and I was like, David Hayter, but I was like, no, it's not David Hayter.
Hayter David.
I was like, yeah, that would have been so cool if they did something like that. But no, it wasn't none of that,
It's like what is it? Anagram? An anagram for Hideo Kojima.
Yeah. No shit, right? And so after this residential zone is where you meet Teleco, right?
Yeah.
Teleco. Wait,
something like that.
Teleco, yeah, Teleco.
Wait, is this also? Hold on. Is this the? Do you run into Gary here?
I'm getting confused. I should watch the videos because Chris, do you remember?
Yes, you run into quote Gary unquote.
Oh, right.
Why would you say that?
No, that's okay. Right. Because no,
wait. No, yeah. Isn't it?
Yes,
isn't
yes. No, you do. You run into.
Dude, it's so hard to keep track of who is who in this game. And that's by design, I feel like.
Yeah, it is. It's very much.
It's Gary, or is it Fleming?
So
go ahead,
you'll see once you get to go a little later or noise and we'll talk about it obviously. There's one point where it's like, wait, who the hell is who? Like what?
Yeah.
Oh,
German,
yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. That's when I sent that
Yeah.
mind blown. Like, what the fuck?
Because like I said, I had to watch something to give me a summary up to stage 10. Is does Leon show up in this
A little bit
this
after
level?
this. Yes.
Yeah.
And he shoots somebody, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's this already?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's
Dude,
what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think
I
of.
did that last episode. Oh yeah. He shoots. Okay, he
He
shoots
shoots Fleming.
a masked man.
A masked
and
man who they
kills
say
him, just
is Fleming.
splatters. Yeah, he
Yeah.
splatters him.
And you know what's funny is I was reading everything and I was paying attention, and when he shot him, my mind instantly was like, wait, who the hell did he just shoot? Like I thought he shot Snake, and then I had to leave, and I was like, wait, but I thought he shot me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's right.
And it wasn't until like I watched something again, and I was just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that mask guy that was there who got shot out of nowhere. I forgot. Okay, so this quote unquote guy who was supposed to be Fleming gets shot by Leon, and then you have to escape, and then
that's right.
And then that's when you run into Teleco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and Teleco escape, right? So by the way, that escape wasn't too bad. I liked that only one character needs to be the one that fucking touches that blue thing.
Oh, I love
compared
that.
to
Yeah.
later on when both of you have to fucking be there. It's so
Yeah.
annoying. I get it. Transcending floors, fine. Both of you have to be there. But exiting the level can't just be one of us. Why does it have to be fucking both of us?
Well, and there's another. Actually, you should have seen it by now, German. There's one more level where only one of you needs to get out.
I mean, I don't remember off the top of my head right now, but
Okay.
but yeah. So then you get this codec call. Oh, you walk into some weird like fucking warehouse kind of room, right?
Mm-hmm.
You and Teleco, it's like your first mission with her, really.
Oh wait, hold on. I do want to mention one thing about that fucking residential area. For some reason, I thought Snake could walk up to the level 1 door.
Oh yeah,
and that made that escape sequence last a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Because I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, she has to be the one standing in front of the door?
Well, not only that, you have to equip the fucking guard.
Yep.
Yeah, I found that the hard way too. I found that, well, not as hard as you maybe, but like I had a feeling. I was like, do I have to equip this card? I bet I do. And so I just kind of like, I was hiding with Snake or something in my box.
and only one of them can have it.
Yes, and then like it came up on her draw. Thankfully, I'm like, oh my god, thank you.
I think it's designed that way for the escape
possibly
sequence.
the first time.
It should be like right away in her. Hand.
And then I looked over and I saw it was only one little blue square. I'm like, I need both of them because I was fighting some guards at the same time. You know, I was definitely not struggling, but I didn't have Snake like fine tuned for fighting. You know, and so because I didn't really have much. I didn't really want to fight with Snake. I was trying to do a lot of sneaking, but yeah. You go into this warehouse or some kind of weird kind of storage, and they talk about it smelling weird, right? Like, and Teleco's like, oh yeah, I noticed that smell too when I came here last time. Now I'm gonna skip around, but
Snake keeps mentioning that this is the I think he mentions it twice. I forget later on, but he mentions that she's wearing perfume.
Yes. Yeah, I
that
noticed
will come
that
into
too.
play later.
And she's like, I'm not wearing perfume, so I think Snake is also having a stroke.
Yeah, he mentioned that. Now I thought it was funny. We just got done with 3, so it's like the bitch is wearing perfume, you know. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. By the way, I gotta watch it again. I'm kind of trying to watch it right now. When she first kind of introduces herself, she gives you some kind of weird little speech, like the swallowtail something.
Yeah.
And she says it, and I think she says it to Roger first, and then
she says it to Snake first. And then she says it to Gary, but Gary like interrupts and is just like,
what?
Like, what the fuck? Don't stop talking. Pretty much. And she's just like, I thought you were gonna be a more patient man than fucking Snake's like, I had to endure through that whole speech, bro.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. I was gonna write it down because I was like, this is probably important. So that
right. She's like telling you the plot of the game, and
no shit, right?
And they're like, shut the fuck up.
And I don't know, you never know, but no. So then you go through this fucking bullshit scene, whatever. What happens? Oh, so you get a call from Fleming, not Fleming. What's his name? Gary.
Yes.
Gary betrayed you, like I thought. You know, Gary Busey was not on our
super
side.
sus.
Yeah. Oh, I again, kind of like Ghost Babel. What team and faction are they with? I don't fucking know. I don't care. He's with the ACLU. I don't know. It's something like that, you know?
It's ACUA.
ACUA?
Yeah.
There you go. Again, I'm dyslexic, bro. Don't mess with me in letters.
UCLA, bro.
And so he's like, I'm with them or not against. I don't fucking know. The point is, I'm going to go.
ACUA, yeah.
ACUA.
Okay.
I'm going to go. I'm like, fucking 2 rooms away from Fleming. I'm gonna go over there and kill him and steal the data for Pythagoras and blah blah blah. You know.
And he says he doesn't care about something too, right? He says, what does he say? He says he doesn't care about Pythagoras. He's gonna go. He's doing something else. I think he said.
Yeah, something like that. Again, it's kind of.
He's
weird.
got a different agenda that has like is now introduced that we had no idea was going on.
And so you're like, oh no, like we gotta get to Fleming first, you know. So that's your next mission. You know, your next mission is what you got to do. By the way, they mentioned there's some weird ritual called like the Piper. Pretty much the Pied Piper. Pied Piper. That's what it is, right? That's what it's. Okay.
Yeah.
And well, they talk about.
You don't know about that? That's an actual.
No,
thing.
I do know about it, but I mean, I wasn't sure if that's like what it really was spelling. I thought it was just similar, maybe like French or something. It is French, isn't it? Pied Piper. Pied Piper.
Pied Piper.
Where is that?
What the fuck does the word mean? Pied. What's pied?
You got to pay the Pied Piper.
What does the word pied mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
You have to pay the Pied Piper.
I know that.
I know you got to pay him.
but where is this original? Where's this folklore come from?
It's a Grimm's tale for sure, but nonetheless, if only I had the internet right here in front of us. I know, but nonetheless, he by the way, so this is kind of like a serious thing where they're like, hey man, like freaking. This company has been experimenting on fucking children and shit, you know, and it's kind of fucked up, you know. Like they've been like killing them more or less. They said running experiments and not many of them survive, which made me question: is that the smell you're smelling in those fucking crates? Are those like just fucking dead children in there? I don't know. That's what I was kind of suspecting.
I know that perfume, the dead children perfume.
Dead children. No, she smells like perfume.
Dead children.
Ah, well, they bought child bought.
I wasn't trying to take it that far, but okay.
Oh my god. Child bod.
Oh yeah. Okay. Fine. So Gary here mentions number 16 as well, which was mentioned on the plane by Lena. She said it's 16 here or there, whatever she said. Right? I don't remember.
Yeah. Wait. Also, doesn't is it 6 start with Minette rummaging through the plane looking for a bomb?
For the bomb. Yeah.
When did Alice tell her to go do that? I don't remember.
At the beginning, and somewhere in 5.
Okay.
Because she's the only one that can move for some reason. Everyone else is just sitting there in the fucking chairs.
Lena can move.
Barely.
Because remember, she got up and she can move.
Well, originally she said she couldn't move either, and then Vigo notices she was missing.
Oh yeah.
And then like it cuts to something else, and it comes back, and it's like, hey, where were you? She's like, oh, I was able to move a little bit, and I tried to go see what's going on, but
that's
again,
right.
sus, very sus. And she was, but I felt certainly bad, so I came back or some shit like that.
She looks like a goddamn heroin addict, by the way. Like
she does, yeah. Super pale.
Freaking hella black bags under her eyes.
She talks about she like fell halfway down the aisle.
Yeah, and then came back.
She had to come back. Which, I mean, why wouldn't those dolls have seen her?
True. No. Again, but so she's very sus to me as well. Like I don't trust her. Something about
we can't trust anybody in this.
She's
not as sus to me as another character, but we will get there.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
She's sus enough to me. Again, this game, like, I mean, literally, like 4 out of the 5 names, I was like, sus. I was like, what? Because I don't know this game, so I'm definitely sus of everybody.
See, I'm kind of proud of myself because last episode, I don't know if you guys remember, there was one character I said that I thought was sus.
Oh, Gary?
And what I learned today, I don't know if it was after 10 or before 10 that I got this information, kind of confirmed some of it for me.
Okay.
Not 100% confirms it, but it's definitely some strong evidence. So
okay. So Gary just pretty much tells you he's gonna go kill Fleming, right? So like, and so everybody's like, no, we got to go stop him, you know, blah blah blah, you know, whatever, you know.
He's gonna go kill Gary, but didn't Gary just get shot? I mean, Fleming.
So they revealed that it wasn't the real Fleming.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah, like just pretty much, literally, like. Even I was like, wait, so that wasn't Fleming that got fucking shot?
Like they just did a psych on you? Like,
yeah, right? Just kidding.
It really was. Like Linnell blows.
By the way, kids, psych means we were just kidding.
Just kidding. It means no bet. Non-bet.
Yeah. It's what, Chris?
And by kids, you mean E-Rock.
Yeah. I was just saying it's a term from the 90s, back in the day.
Psych. Yeah. No, so it's funny because like literally like you're in this warehouse and I don't really remember how it came up. But yeah, they were like, oh yeah, that wasn't Fleming, by the way, or I'm just so non-casual. Just so like, sorry for your sympathies. Anyways,
that's why I missed that. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they literally tell you, so like, all right, well, let's go rescue him or whatever, because we can't have him die or some bullshit.
Your princess is in another castle.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So you make your way to this warehouse. Which, by the way, so have you guys figured out how to get those carts on top of the truck?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The box?
The carts on top of that truck.
But is it the box?
I have a card.
Mm-hmm.
That I think it is. Is that how you did it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't tried using that card yet because I went back to that level for that, and I think I forgot to equip that card.
And then you're like, fuck it.
And then I was like, screw it, I'll start over, I'll equip it or whatever, and I went back, and it was one of those things I think I just lost patience.
Because you're trying to get one card to come up. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
No, well, here's a little tangent again, a little rage tangent. This game was not, it doesn't work well doing the whole, we already complained last episode about the, like, you use your solid move 4 spaces card just to take 2 steps, be a cutscene, and then be like, by the way, be careful of that camera. Okay, here's your player back. And you're like, wait a minute, what about the other 2 spaces you owe me, bitch? You know, like, nope.
Yeah, let me finish.
Yeah, so it does that. But this game does also a lot of bullshit of the whole, like you go somewhere, you'll use a bunch of cards to get to a certain spot, and it's like, we need C4 to progress.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was some in the warehouse. Let's go back. And you're like, okay, take me out of the, nope, you gotta walk out of the warehouse to go, or whatever, to go back to the map. Like, just take me there, motherfucker. Just, why even, it doesn't, in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Every time it pops up with that mission change, I swear I get triggered.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't work in this game. 100% developers, I'm sorry, you guys, this does not work in this game. Like, if you did it and then automatically took me to that stage, fine. But to then make me walk the fuck out and then pick that stage and then go find the thing you told me to go find, it doesn't work. They were trying to do Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, where it's like, oh, you need X to progress. Go backwards. Yep, exactly. It doesn't work. It doesn't work here, in my opinion. Sorry.
Which now that you mentioned, like, going back and getting, like, that card pack, because you guys mentioned that there are levels where both of you have to be on the fucking round thing to transition.
Mm-hmm.
That means that the armory is one of those levels, because remember, there's 2
at stairs,
2 targets on the stairs, and I always wondered, was like, what the fuck are these for? And now that you mentioned that means both of you have to be on the stairs to transition to go up to the second floor.
So I did mention that. So earlier, right now, like I said, like, I understand transitioning between 2 floors, both of you have to be there, but to exit a level, I get it, but like, to exit a level, like, one of us can make it, because I'll be fully honest. Maybe after mission 6, I kind of started using what's her name, Teleco, as a pack mule. Like, I just kind of just leave her in the back and just have her use cards that will benefit me, or I don't really fuck with her. I just do everything with Snake. But then I see the 2 circles, like, god damn it! So I just still got to make use her to get up front. But for a while there, she was literally just had like Snake's cost is 5 less, Snake's cost is 8 less. And heal Snake just. She was just my pack mule. She was just in the far back, just fucking providing support.
It's funny, like, this game is starting to feel like a really, like, convoluted version of Frogger.
Oh, okay.
You're just trying to get across, but shit is just coming at you, and it's just like, come on, bro. Like,
that brings back so many memories of level 7, stage 7. That's what
so that fucking times. Second part, or not the second part, but the first part feels like that. I mean, once I figured out, like, okay, I could just kill these 2 things and move on. Like, once you figure out everyone's kind of field of vision, there's perfect spots to hide and then go to the room or to the door.
So that's the next spot you do, is you gotta do this bullshit door puzzle section, which intrigued me. I was like, this is pretty cool, but then I also remembered, oh wait, this isn't a new level. This is the second part of the level that I'm on. Yes.
Yeah.
Which means if I fuck up, I have to do that whole first part again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I get it. I think it was kind of cool. It works better in Majora's Mask. Why couldn't it have been like that, where the rooms are just separate, and then, one progresses on the left side, opens the door for the right side, instead of now you got to come back through the same door to open the door for I was like, this is so dumb. This is so fucking stupid.
It does kind of benefit you, though, because if you alert them
You can close the door.
Yeah, you can actually trap them and they can't do anything.
Dude, that's what I was going to bring up. It is kind of funny. If you do kill the ones that are in your immediate path and then the door is closed, they'll just sit there forever.
Yeah,
they'll pile up too.
Just let the alert go all the way down, and then you're back into stealth mode. It's like, okay, now I can move on. Just use up all your turns. Like, nope, skip.
Yep, it is pretty funny.
Did you guys finally get that card for the alert down or whatever phase down?
I still haven't gotten it.
Seriously? What the hell?
No.
Yeah,
I've gotten a bunch of cool ones though. I got some killer cards.
Did you get the J card?
No. No, I don't have that one, but I know of it because
the skill starts with D.
D's nuts.
D.
I don't want to tell you if you don't know what it is, but okay.
A skill?
A J
is it a character card?
It's it's one of those like special skill cards or whatever. So like it's got the little thing that plays the little
movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those type of cards. Uh-huh. Yeah.
J as in Jaeger?
No.
J.
Something like that. J-E. Yeah. I know which one it is.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure I know which one it is.
What the hell's name starts with a J?
We'll figure that out. But no, the other one, D card. I don't know if I know.
No, the skill with this J card is called skill. D. It starts with a D. Yeah.
No, then I don't know. Then
okay.
I don't know that one. But I got a bunch of good ones though. But nonetheless, so
we'll be thinking about this for the next hour.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna share decks.
You guys are gonna stay awake at night. Finally, it's my turn.
Okay, so I'll let you in on my. So for sure, do you guys grind for points at all, or are you just not giving a fuck?
I couldn't.
Not in this part. No, there's no way. I got an E on stage 7, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not going back there.
What?
I got an E. Yeah, apparently they're lower than a D.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
I felt bad for myself, but
reaching all new lows.
It's an E for Eric. So the minefields is the easiest one to grind because it's either.
That's what I was gonna do too. I was like, I should go back to the fucking minefield and just.
Minefield is the easy because it's either get without being seen. That was the harder one unless you have like the right cards, but it's still pretty easy. And or the second one is eliminate all soldiers, which you only need to eliminate the 3 that are. Presently there, because if they call in for reinforcements, don't worry about the reinforcements, just kill the 3 that are there. And so, dude, I did that one I think last night like 15 16 times. I have like 60 70,000 points.
Wait, you can hang on. So this is news. I haven't actually tried this, so I shouldn't be that shocked, but I'm a little surprised that you can just grind the same level over and over and still get all those bonuses. Okay, all right.
Well, not only the bonuses, not just the bonuses, but you get points for beating it.
Right,
you can buy them at the shop. Yeah.
No, so, I get that's
because you will still get like
clear bonuses, right?
Yeah, you'll get like if you got a B 1 card, A 2 cards, and S 3 cards, you'll still get those on top
if I go back to the same level and I somehow perfect it, and I get an S every time, I'm still going to get all 3 bonus cards at the end.
All 3 bonus cards and plus like about like 3,200 points or something like that. I'm telling you, minefield.
It will depend on. There was one level I got like 4,100 points for being S.
Nice.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't count
I think
them,
it depends on the level too.
That too. I'm telling you, minefield is the easiest. It is the easiest level.
That's broken. Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
I was wondering how you had so many cards.
And with that said, I still don't have like the one
German's
that
addicted,
has. Oh, dude, I'm a pack, dude. This
German's like, can I go get like a printer so I could just start printing these cards out in real life?
This in game. Oh, that's what I like the acid too for that. I think you back in the day.
Game Boy, that printer.
Yeah, just it's all dot matrix and shit on it. Worst printer.
But anyways, you do this room, so go do that. Grind up if you need to get some more cards, and you do this stupid door puzzle floor, which then you get to the end, and there's still more door puzzle noise. I don't know if you made it that far.
Yeah, I think yeah. So I did make it past that yellow room. Yeah, because then there was F's. There was like D, E, and F, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like,
trust me.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
It gets even better.
That is where I got stuck, and because I didn't know about the weapons thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. So now you know. So
I'm literally like, I felt like I was just running around in circles trying to get rid of these guys. I'm like, God damn it, Teleco, you're fucking useless. You can't shoot anything.
Hoping the reaction triggers, right? You're like, just fucking counter.
Just shoot her. And then if she would shoot back, zero, zero zeros, and I'm like,
because they're body armor.
Miss. Yeah, zero, miss,
So-
miss.
So that's why it's like balanced. So like the use weapons like the FAMAS and like the SOCOM and I think there's a couple other ones, they're stronger damage, but they're one-time uses and you can't use it again until you reload your deck.
yeah, the FAMAS is definitely the best for the armor.
I do like FAMAS is dope. And it adds cost. Oh, so good. Anyways. That SOCOM, man, the SOCOM, I liked it at first.
It's hit or miss on that one.
But the damage is low. It adds fall, which is nice if they're at one card because it'll break them. But if they're not, then they just get right up and see you. And they're like, oh, who's that? You're like, that's stupid.
And I don't know if you've experienced with this with the SOCOM, but you fire and, I think it's like, 5 or 6 shots with the SOCOM, right?
I think it's 4.
4?
Yeah.
So the first one hits, they fall down. The other 3 automatically miss.
Yeah.
Because you're still aiming where they were.
I think that's just luck, Chris. I think
I've seen it hit. I've seen it hit them when they're on the floor.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It must be bad luck.
It is very bad luck because
you can also shoot them while they're on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. When they're already down, you can shoot them. Yeah.
Here's the funny part.
When I tested that, I was like, I wonder if I could shoot them when they're on the floor, and it's awesome.
Well,
just like
one of the things, one of the little tutorials you get, it talks about that, where like if they're below you or if they're like a level lower, it does extra damage or whatever.
Oh,
like if you're shooting from the side or behind,
right?
Because behind does like 1.5, the side is 1.2, and above that includes if they're knocked down. So it does
knocked down,
nice.
but only certain weapons get a bonus for above, and certain weapons get a bonus from below. So if you're below them, you get a bonus. So that means prone and or like a lower floor or something like that. So here's something I learned the hard way. So with like the SOCOM or punching or any kind of melee attack, if you knock them down like from the side, they will turn around towards you and fall down, get up and look at you.
Yep.
So the only way that works is to knock them down from behind because then they'll fall forward. And I get the back one, obviously. Obviously, if you're looking at me and I shoot you and I kick you backwards, you're going to get up in the same direction. But if I kick you from the side, why couldn't he fall to the side? Why does he have to look at me?
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking annoying.
Oh, and here's another thing. I'll just interrupt you real quick.
No.
Another little minor detail or something, whatever you want to call it, that they put in there. If you have the front evade equipped, and they're shooting you from the side, it still counts as shooting you from the front. So there's been several times where I have my character face towards someone and I had to end my turn, but I have my gun ready to shoot someone in front of me. Someone will come from the side, shoot me, front evade kicks in, and now I'm facing that person.
Turns you around, yes.
And
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
It's just one of those little details. It's just like, really?
Yeah, like if you're up against the wall,
just go back to facing the way you were before.
Yeah, same as if you're pressed up against the wall. If they shoot at you, miss or whatever, now you're not pressed up against the wall anymore.
Yeah.
So I just found this out too. So jump shots are in this game.
I was just about to tell you, did you guys figure that out?
I didn't do one, but I was pushed up against the wall. And then I was going to end my turn. And like I clicked on the weapon and I clicked and it was on use. And then like it highlighted the soldier. And I was like,
yeah, the soldier behind you around the corner, yeah.
And I was like, jump shots. I'm like, oh, you bitch. You probably did teach me that at some point. I'm like, no, and turn. I was like, I was so sad. I'm like, I could use this a long ass time ago.
Did you know that, Chris?
I did not know that, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely helped me a bunch. Yeah, especially if they're facing away from you. Yeah, you do a fucking jump out shot and you just go right back to being up against the wall. And if you didn't kill them, they just kind of like turn around and go, huh?
Yeah, it's so funny, isn't it?
They don't go investigate anything. They're just kind of like, what shot me? Like, seriously, what hit me?
Yeah.
And then they're like, whatever, and they carry on. But if you jump out and they're facing you, then they'll definitely, do that.
If you don't kill them, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't kill them, they'll do that alert. But yeah, that was, I forgot to like text you guys as soon as I figured that out. But also I felt like stupid. I was like, no, they already know this.
I mean, this game's got so much to it. So also I don't know if you guys use them at all, but the scopes do stack. So if you have 2 scopes equipped, I did some testing. I'm 99.99% sure they stack because I did one scope with the FAMAS at 3 spaces away, and it was like, whatever, I'm making these numbers up, but it was like 80%. And then I equipped the second scope and I put it on 100%. I'm like, cool, they stack. Awesome. So that's why I always carry scopes with me. But so you do that other puzzle room, right? So, or the door room, I guess you want to call it, right? So that's where you're getting stuck at, this final door room.
Yeah, I never made it past the DEF. If there's more than F, I don't know about it.
Because you get past this part. What happens to me? Oh yeah, okay. So here is where I got pissed because I had a feeling I knew what the game wanted me to do. But so then you go into, so actually, first of all, you go into another fucking yellow room. Now you gotta go downstairs. It's long. It's still another fucking section noise. There's still another, no door puzzle, but you still gotta cross this platform to go down the fucking stairs to go, there's scars everywhere and shit, go all the way around. Oh, it's long.
Oh yeah, 7 will be known as never-ending mission.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous, man.
Imagine grinding that level.
Oh, no. That's why I said I will not go back. Not to that one.
The only way I would ever go back to that one is with my new deck, A, and B, if it gave me it would have to be like fucking thousands of points, thousands.
Yeah.
Because I can do the mine in, dude, the fastest I've done the mine was like in 13 cost. Okay. It was like escape without getting seen. I was like, okay, equip. Well, because I did a bunch of like the minus 8 cost. Yeah. So I was like, okay, move 10 spaces minus, move 10 spaces minus, and it was like, done. Anyways.
Wait. So the minus counts towards your end?
The end cost? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Your score? What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so think about this too. If you equip the scope, it lasts 20 cost.
Uh-huh.
If you don't go through cost, then it's still at 20. Get what I'm saying? So like sometimes you can use that to keep your stuff alive a little longer.
So one thing I am curious about though, and I don't know if I want to take the time to figure this out. I'd rather have someone else do it if they want to.
What's that?
So you have the -4 and the -8 cost cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have less than 4 or 8 cost and you use one of those, does it technically go into the negative? Like
no.
Overall?
No, it's just 0.
Just 0.
It's a waste. Yeah, don't do that.
Well, only if it's strategic. Again, if you're at 3 and your opponent is at 2, fucking use that -4 and go before him.
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's
But you're saying if you're at 0.
Oh yeah, if you're at 0, then it doesn't.
No, I'm just saying if it's less than
4.
what the card takes away,
okay. Just go to 0.
Does
just go to 0.
affect your overall cost?
No,
by
it
that
just goes
much?
to 0.
Okay.
No, it just goes to 0. That negative, goddamn, break the game.
I'm not saying you would have negative cost. I'm just saying in the overall, like when you beat the level and it says this was your final cost.
No, that'd be kind of hard to test. You'd have to have a bunch of like -8s and then just use them. No, it counts on how much
cost. You have to be German with his fucking notepad, writing down math.
You got a spreadsheet set up.
Did this work? Yeah.
But anyways, you get to this end of this next fucking zone. And I saw a door, and I know that door was like level 2, and I don't have a level 2, but I was like, where else am I supposed to go? I fucking walked up and down this hall like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, you didn't just walk up to the door for a cutscene, I'm guessing?
No, I thought that too. That's why I went to the door. I'm like, it's a level 2. Maybe Teleco will end up saying she has a 2 or something on her. Nope. Okay, where do I want? Where do you want me to go, game?
Than men.
Yeah, no shit. I saw, hey, this video I'm watching, it looks like the guy's doing the same fucking thing I did. So then he's like, there's this room with these little stairs. And I was like, and they go into the deck and they go into a room with nothing that's behind a level 2. And I said, don't tell me you want me to go in there, man. So you go in that stairs and it triggers a cutscene. Yep. And that's where you're supposed to go the whole fucking time. And I was like, you stupid fucking game.
I did the exact same thing, German. Yeah,
you thought it was going to trigger a cutscene at the door.
All around. I walked up and down that hallway. I'm like, do I have to kill everyone? So I got rid of all the guards. I was doing so much. That section alone, Area 7, probably took me 4 or 5 hours to get through.
No, it took me a couple.
Well, I didn't do that, so ha ha ha.
But nonetheless, so
because I didn't get there.
Yeah, no, because I thought it was going to trigger a cutscene, and then that room behind door number 2, I was like, that's probably just to hide from guards or something, because you're being chased or some shit. And nope, that's where you're supposed to fucking go. So you go in there. Here's the big reveal noise. Here's where they're gonna get fucking mind blowing shit. Well, as much as you remember,
your deck's gonna be blown off.
Yep,
your deck.
My deck is useless anyway. Doesn't get me through anything.
So Roger's like, all right, man, looks like Fleming is just besides that room. Now remember, we've been rushing to get here before Gary, because Gary's going to kill him, right? So you walk in this room, and there's this man standing in the corner with his back towards you. And he's like, you must be Fleming or some shit like that, right? And then, dun, 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 turns around.
It's Gary.
It's Gary. And he's like, what? What are you doing here? Did you already kill Fleming? It's like, no, I am Fleming, you dumb motherfucker.
You dumb piece of shit.
And he's like, and by the way, you're Hans David, my partner. Like, what the
No way.
fuck?
Yeah.
I suspected that from the fucking beginning.
From the Davis cutscene when they scanned him?
Yeah, because it's just like, why else would it do that?
Yeah, I mean, I suspected something, but I didn't know what was going on. So you get some headaches.
I don't trust anyone anymore.
Oh, I don't trust this game. I don't trust anyone in this fucking game. So you get this little cutscene, and he's telling you, like, yeah, man, you and me. This is where I'm confused. So Chris might be able to explain more, or noise what you've read. But there's like, yeah, we were experimenting. We were doing a bunch of shit. Okay.
Yeah, Snake was fucking kidnapping children.
Yeah, no shit.
For the experiments.
So, and they were betting too. Fleming's like, oh, I think 104 is gonna be awesome or some bullshit. And Snake's like, no, I got my money set on number 16.
That's right, because he says that like, oh, you were right. It turns out you were right or something. And
yeah. I think he's a 16.
Yeah.
Well, Fleming says, I'd say number 4. Hans 104, he has no potential. Yeah, he thinks he's number 16. Here's where I'm confused. Is the game, because they tell you, and I'm kind of trying to reread it while talking here. So Fleming made it sound like Snake came to him or to the company, to Beagle Company, and it was like, oh man, I'm getting old or some shit. Like, I want a new life or something. I don't know. And they fucking implanted his memories into Hans, or they changed them into Hans, or does anyone make sense of this?
I honestly didn't really understand what was happening there until later on when it's like more thoroughly explained, and then it made sense to me. But we can't talk about that now because it hasn't happened yet. So
okay. So we're good.
I was just as confused. Yeah.
So like, Fleming says, you and I are owners. You and I are creators. I was just putting on an act in front of Roger. I'm just confused. I mean, maybe I'll read up to it later. Sorry, guys. We're just. Unfortunately, it was kind of like Metal Gear Solid 2 with the whole president and Ames, where it's just like a lot of information was being thrown out there.
Yeah,
and
just
kind of like we're like, wait, what's going on? Like, should I be paying attention? Should I not? Like, like I kind of care, but not enough because has nothing to do with the characters I actually care about. I'm like, Fleming, who the fuck is Fleming? You know, I don't care. You know,
because when there's that much info dump, like
in a short span,
your brain turns off because you're just like, I don't. Yeah, like you just said, like all the thoughts you just said. That's people. Yeah, that's why people turn off on Metal Gear as a whole. Because there's just a lot of. Yeah, like you said, you're trying to explain fucking Metal Gear to somebody. As soon as you say too much, they're like, "Nah, I don't want to play that." And
exactly.
It's just like, yeah. And that's how this felt like. It's just like, I mean, I didn't experience it the way you guys did, but as I was like looking through this shit, and I was just like, "What the fuck? What is happening?" Like, like I really could not keep. And I was like reading it and watching things, and I still couldn't fucking make sense of it.
Yeah. So in this section here, the comms go down for whatever reason. So freaking Roger doesn't know what's going on. It's just you and Hans, right? And so, which is still weird. So again, Chris, you said to talk about it later.
I think you had a little Freudian slip there. It's who and Hans?
Fleming and Hans? What did I say?
You said you and Hans.
You and Hans?
Yeah, as in you, the person playing, and Hans.
We're there too. No.
Spoilers, German.
Yeah, you get sucked in like Tron. Just end up in this game. Gotta hope not.
I'm confused. So anyway, Fleming tells you a bunch of shit. He tells you you're Fleming. You're God damn it. You're Hans, but you're also Snake. And I don't get it. And you've been experimenting on kids, trying to create like some bioweapons or God knows what the fuck you're doing. Who knows, man? I don't know.
The Metal Gear, right? Doesn't he say Metal Gear?
Well, he does say Metal Gear, but I meant like with the children. Like the children are.
Well, he basically says that Pythagoras is Metal Gear because that's the first time we find out it's Metal Gear, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and even Snake questions. He's like, "I helped develop Metal Gear." He's like, "Why would I do that?" Kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Hold on, Puppet Master. So they call him. Anyways, so all of a sudden, I know, just noise. There's too much. You got to beat this. You'll see it when you beat it because you're gonna have to beat it.
Dude, I feel like
quitting.
No, I'm not gonna quit. But I feel like Delta's gonna come out before I beat this game.
Go grind. Go clear the fucking mines, man. Just go clear the mines and get a bunch of cards.
I went to the shop and I sold it out because I was just like, I'm just gonna buy fucking cards and just to see if it gives me something good.
And all you gotta do is go do one fucking mission and then they're restocked.
Yeah.
I mean, like a replay of mission. You don't have to do a new one. Just replay in the mines. I'm telling you, mines is the gold. But anyways,
gold mine.
Oh, damn. There you go. So lots of words, lots of bullshit, blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. I don't care. Fuck
story and stuff that nobody cares about.
Yeah, I mean, it's not right now. I mean, it might come in handy later. But the point is, all of a sudden, they bring, Fleming brings up the number 16 again. He's like, 16 contacts me from time to time. They mentioned the hijacked plane, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? the pilot, call you know, they're talking about what's going on. Blah 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 blah. Let's get to the good part. Holy shit, this is longer than I remember.
It's yeah.
Holy
and
crap!
It's all right after 7.
Yes. Oh my god. So, anyways, so then Hans is like, oh, because he wants to give you like the Pythagoras code, like all the data. And he goes, no. He goes, not until you remember who you have all your memories back, because I don't want you. Yeah, exactly.
Remember Simba, who you
remember
are.
Hans.
This is CNN. CNN.
Oh, that's so good.
Do you know that reference?
Yeah, The Simpsons.
What?
No, hold on. No.
You say The Simpsons?
Yeah.
German, remember who you are.
I
don't know if German's actually seen this movie.
I have some yellow liquid share popcorn, and it's non-dairy.
My nipples look like milk duds.
Oh, fucking Kung Pao.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in many years, guys. Many.
I love that Mufasa part. I am Mufasa. God damn. I'm not Simba. I'm the chosen one.
I need to rewatch it.
That's the best part of that movie, dude.
But anyways, Fleming's Law is like, hey, like, I'm not giving you this data yet. I don't remember if he was just going to walk out or something weird, but then all of a sudden Teleco from the vent just shoots him. By the way,
shit.
Snipes him. Clearly looks like she hits him in the fucking chest, right? He drops keycard. No, he drops the no, is it keycard 2?
Yeah.
It's keycard 2. That's right. He drops keycard 2. And then she literally says, like, I don't know if it's right here or immediately here or later on. She's like, yeah, I shot him in the leg so he wouldn't get away. But he's okay, first of all, the cutscene looked like you hit him in the fucking shoulder. Second of all, I shot him in the leg so he wouldn't get away, but yet he still fucking clearly ran away. So you didn't do your job. You know?
I thought she shot. I thought he dropped the data.
No, it's keycard 2, right? That's what I'm trying to remember.
No, it was the data. You're right.
Was the data? Okay,
yeah, because now Snake has it.
Okay,
yeah.
Yes, right. He has it, and it's encoded or some bullshit, right? So then, what's his name? Roger calls you up, and he's like, "What's going on?" Oh,
that's right. Because I was wondering why he just like ran off without grabbing it. Like all he had to do was reach down, pick it up, and then run off. But no, I'm just gonna run away.
Oh yeah, yes. Classic villains not making the right choices, you know.
After monologuing,
Literally Ocelot losing his hand. We'll meet again.
And so Teleco is like, here, I'll hold on to that for you. You know, like just all non-fucking chalant. Like, let me hold it.
Wasn't it because she doesn't trust? Because didn't she hear that whole conversation?
Yeah, she did hear that.
She got that whole conversation.
That's right.
So she's like, give me that shit because I don't know who the fuck you are now.
Yeah, that's true. So you're like, it's an uncrapple code, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, all right, let's oh yeah, she gets level 2 keycard from one of Leon's goons. I've seen it, apparently. You know, she just fucking had it the whole time, you know?
It's a plot card too.
You know what Snake says is this one line that was actually pretty cool. So Teleco says, like, if you're killed, it won't make a difference who you are. You know, she says Snake, Hans, or Goldilocks, right? And Snake says, Teleco says, death does not discriminate. And I was like, oh, that is a pretty good line, you know?
Yeah.
That could be your favorite line from this game?
As of right now, maybe. Because it actually sounds like a Snake line itself. I was like, you know, Snake would be like, there's no such thing as a luck in the battlefield.
Right.
Death does not discriminate, you know? Like, friend, enemy, we're all going to die at one point, you know? Yeah, frenemy, yeah.
The friend of my enemy is my frenemy.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Shh. Because then we go into 4 hours. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I know. This is how it happens. Oh, God.
Then we start talking about Rush Hour.
No.
We already brought up one movie reference.
I know. I was going to say, is Kung Pao going to be the new reference? I need to rewatch it, otherwise I'll be out of the loop on that one. I just remember, like, my name is Betty. And then the fucking girl.
That's the whole conversation that happens in that movie.
I do remember.
I am Mayleen's father.
I can see the resemblance.
Oh my god! I don't remember that, but I can imagine
the whole fucking movie, dude. Jesus Christ!
One of my favorite. I know this is off topic again, but one of my favorite lines: "I'm falling. You're falling. We're falling. Whale."
Yeah. Just a whale.
Whale.
The waterfall.
Okay, I'll let you battle it.
Just a whale there for some reason.
You know why?
Oh, a whale? I think you meant like the word whale.
No,
he
whale.
says whale. He says whale, but there's a whale falling with them.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch this movie. Oh man.
We should watch it together on Discord, man.
We need to, yeah.
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
But by the way, speaking of whale, all these guys. Oh man. Hey Chris, you know this game has a whale too? This series has a whale. No, this is broken.
This series is a whale.
Who?
Huh? You were broke.
No, I said who's the whale? What? What's the whale?
I said this series is a whale.
Oh.
So I was gonna bring this up. All the guards give out a not a real Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
Yeah,
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, but it is Wilhelm.
Sorry. You're right. Oh god.
Oh man. No.
Someone needs to do that now. Combine a whale sound with the Wilhelm scream.
It is high pitched too, so it might work. No, but these guys die pretty funny too. They're like, I can't do it, but it is kind of funny how the way they die. I definitely laugh a lot every time I kill one. I'm like, that's like the so anti-dramatic like death squeal. It's like, all right, whatever, bro.
Just keep going.
Okay.
We've lost noise.
Okay.
It's fine.
So, Chris, so you and me have done this next part.
Yeah.
So after you figure out, you know this bullshit. Oh, so this is the part where what's your name? Teleco tells Roger, like, oh, everything's fine or some bullshit like that, and she tells you directly, like, hey, look, like, I don't. Why didn't you tell him? Snake's like, why didn't you tell him or something like that? And he's like, oh, like, because, I don't know, like, I trust you. I want to trust you. You're my hero or some bullshit like that,
Yeah, she goes on about, oh, you're a legend and everything.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
She's
like,
clearly
I trust you.
fangirling over him.
Oh, yeah. So we get this little cutscene of this guy who came out in the beginning. His name is Charles. Charles is like in charge of Roger, I'm assuming, right? I always get confused with ranks.
Something
and shit
like that. Yeah, I didn't.
He's like the fucking weasel of this game. Like, oh yeah, Weasel.
Not just that. It's
no, not Weasel. Not Weasel. Who was it for me in Metal Gear 2 that I didn't fucking know was in the game until the end?
I don't remember, but yeah, I was like, dude, you can call him. You're like, I fucking never call him. I don't remember who it was, but
some guy.
No, you know who he is to me? Yeah. No. To me, he's freaking Winehouse? Was it Winehouse or Horseman?
Amy Winehouse?
No. From Metal Gear Solid 1. Horseman or something like that.
Jim Houseman.
Jeez, Houseman.
Bojack?
Because they mention him like in the very fucking beginning.
Yeah.
Like
I think he even
goes
talks
all
to you at the beginning, doesn't he?
No, I don't think so. He just says this goes all the way up to the house, the president's White House.
No. But I mean, Charles, this new guy.
Oh, yeah, Charles. Yeah, he talks to
he talks to you right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like because even Colonel Campbell in Solid 1 is like, oh, this goes all the way to the White House, and it's under control of the Secretary of Defense or some bullshit. It's like, Jim Houseman? The very same. And then, like, you never hear about him until the fucking end. You're like, oh,
well, I read the manual, so I knew he was in there. I just didn't know he was going to end up on a Codec Call.
But anyways, I was about to say Houseman. No, Charles is like, hey, man, let me know. Oh, he starts talking about the corpses with the numbers, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're like, oh, it's actually like a message to us. And Alice is like, let me guess, the last one is whatever, 19 or some bullshit. And he's like, and if you rearrange them, it spells the name Snake. And, it's like, oh shit, like, yeah, you're right. She's like, yep, just as I thought, this is a message, blah, blah, blah.
What are the numbers? Because I don't think that spells that.
So it's just the numerical order of the alphabet. So A is 1, B is 2, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. But they're not in order, so they're just...
And that's what bugged me, was it's a message for you, but it's not in order. And they like they didn't do it in numerical order either. So why was it so random? Like, what was the point of that?
What are the numbers? Because I feel like one letter's not right.
It's 1, 14, 11, 5, and 19.
19 is S.
19 is S. 1 is A. 5 is E. What's 11?
11 would
K.
11 wouldn't be N.
No, it's K.
19 would be N.
Yeah. No. 14 is N.
Yes, 14 is N.
1 is A. So
14 would be N. Yeah.
Yeah, it smells snake.
Sorry, you just said that.
It does smell snake?
It does smell snake.
Yeah.
Oh.
It does. Because Alice is the one that says, let me guess, the last number is S. And he's like, yes, how'd you know? And then she's like, yep, it's spelling snake. I had a feeling. I had done it myself because I written down before this codec call, I already had the 1, 14, 11, and 5.
You had NAAE.
Yeah, so I was just kind of like, what is it spelling? What is it spelling? I wasn't sure what it was spelling.
And German of all these people who are trying to figure out letters.
Well, there is numbers there, so that
he's like, I'm fucked.
But anyway, she's like, yeah, it spells out snake, and she's like, oh, this is a direct message to fucking us or to Snake. I don't remember.
It also spells Ekans.
It does.
Ekans.
But what's his name? Charles? Is that the guy? Yeah, Charles.
Charles in charge.
Chris, fight.
Sorry.
No, we're just kidding. No, so Charles tells Roger, he says, because these names are so kind of generic. I don't know. Not generic, because so is Roy Campbell, but I don't know. We've said that name a billion times.
Yeah, it's because they're not familiar to us.
Yeah, we're like, Roger? Who the fuck says it? But yeah.
At least
Charles,
it's not McBride.
Yeah.
It's the most white guy name ever.
He tells Roger that, like, hey, let me know if Snake starts acting weird. And he was like, weird how? He goes, just anything. He goes, if he's, anything weird, just let me know. Keep me in the loop. Roger's like, okay, sure, whatever. Oh, because also Charles does make the point that he says that, like, hey, he goes, this was clearly, because he goes, our analysts or whatever, we determined that these murders were, like, I guess the way they were executed maybe were like a hatred or something like that. So like revenge, so the fact that they were spelling out Snake meant they have some vendetta against Snake, and they're like, well, what would Snake have to do with any of this? So, Roger has no clue about the Hans conversation, so we know as the player that, like, Snake is Hans, so, like, he would, of course.
Well, we think, we don't know.
Yeah, he would be pissed at the person. Whoever, we still don't know anything about the fucking puppets. At least I'm to the point where I'm at. I still don't know who the fuck they are. So, I'm trying to figure out who's controlling them, how they're being controlled, what are they being controlled by. I don't know. And they give us some more bullshit dialogue about, like, oh, Beagle, we were gonna fucking do some research on them because we had suspicions of them being corrupt, but blah 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 and this and that. Classic politics. Like, dude, I don't care about the politics right now. I just want to play the game. I want to get to some good shit. So next mission, Chris. Oh, this next mission. So you go back into the you go back into that stinky warehouse, and all of a sudden you get ambushed by. Oh, so you tell Roger at this point. You tell him, like, hey, Gary was Fleming, and he's like, what? Oh, because he's like, hey, what happened? He's like, yeah, it's like Gary was there. Oh, so he killed Fleming? Like, nope, he was Fleming. What's going on? Oh my god,
Done.
Yeah. It's like everyone's getting their mind blown. Oh, that's right. Sorry, because Alice predicted in that one room once fucking Fleming ran away. He's like, oh, you got a bunch of guards coming after you. Like, that place is gonna be swarming in a minute. You must exit to the south or you're gonna die or some bullshit, So it takes you back to that warehouse area, and then fucking Lionel shows up. So there is. Oh, so you said there's a boss fight at the end of 7, so it's not. It's the beginning of 8, I guess, right, Chris? Is this 8 technically?
No, it's the end. This is still 7.
This is still 7.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I'm never gonna get through this.
No. You know what? No. You are right, but here's the thing: you do get to select this stage, so you can save after all that bullshit. But
it's still stage 7.
It's still stage 7. Yeah.
So is it like 7B?
Let me see.
It's like when we went to 3, and they're like, oh, you need to blow up the wall, so you had to leave and then come back to 3, but it was still 3.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
When you reselect it, it's still called 7. Yeah. But you do. It is intermission, so you do get to save and buy new cards and do what you.
You don't have to go through all that stuff.
No. You just start at the bottom. So yeah, so you're in this thing. You talk all the bullshit, and then Lionel comes out. Boss fight time. Like, cool. At this point, I knew it was gonna be a boss. Leon. I knew it was gonna be a fight, but I didn't think it was gonna be him. I thought it was, but I was also like, who else is there to fucking fight? Like,
I kind of thought it was gonna be his lackeys. at first.
What lackeys? Just goons?
Yeah, just you have a whole army.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I could have seen that, but we kind of did that when he blew the fuck out of fake Fleming. I mean, you know, there was like a bunch of guards you could and did have to fight a few of them, but nonetheless, I was just like, also like, we haven't been introduced to any other character that would be potentially like a boss kind of character,
right?
So I was like, all right, so it's Leon or Lionel or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know.
It's just Leon, bro.
Leon.
Yeah.
What am I calling him? Lionel?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
whatever.
Lionel Richie. Yeah.
He's Lee One. His name is
He's
Lee
dancing
One.
on the ceiling now.
He's Lee One.
No, he's Le One.
Le One. There you go. He's French. He does look kind of French. Le
Yeah,
One.
Leon. It's spelled French, Leon. It's got an E at the end.
Le One. I like Le One. I'm gonna
Le One.
The one.
Le One. The one. Yeah. Damn. Is that where it comes from?
Le One. I'm coming.
Le One. So, anyways, he tells us now. I don't know if he picked this up.
Reference.
I don't know if it's important. He says his name was Jeff Jones before his name was Le One or whatever. I don't know what's going on, but
these are super generic names.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff
So his name was-
Jones. He sounds like a fucking talk show host.
Yeah, they should
Here's
like
your
or something like
host,
that.
Jeff
Yeah,
Jones.
Jeff Jones. I feel like a Jerry Springer type of talk show. It sounds like Jeff Jones.
But he says about, I don't know, again, bullshit. I'm sorry. It's the Metal Gear Solid 2. We mentioned it again. I don't care. It's like Beagle. They blew up my country and they blah blah. And ever since then, I have a problem with America. Why don't you just have a problem with the bad people? Why you gotta fucking target all of America? Like, I never get that concept. Like you betrayed my family, so now I'm gonna kill everybody in the world, or I'm gonna kill your entire bloodline. But I'm the one that fucked you up, not my bloodline. Leave them alone. You know, like, it just makes no sense to me. It's so petty, so stupid. You know.
Yeah.
But that makes Game of Thrones less interesting.
I've never seen it, so anyways, you know, they say you have no choice. You have to fight him, you know. So, Chris, how did you fare against this boss battle? How many times did it take you?
I think I got it on my third or fourth try, so it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
But I think a lot of it was just the way I was strategizing.
Uh-huh.
How did you do?
I beat him on my second try.
Okay.
I died the first time, and then I was like, okay, so now I know this is a boss fight, so let me kind of rebuild my deck.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I actually beat him. I think it was my third try. I did beat him.
Okay.
But then it was after that I died and I had to do it again.
What do you mean? You didn't save or
You don't
something?
remember?
Well, I don't know. I'm watching it right now. No, I don't know if I remember.
Okay.
So you beat him, but then you died and you had to do it again?
Yeah, you don't remember, German?
No, maybe not. Give me a second.
Okay.
So, anyway, you fight him, and it's a pretty good boss. What did you think overall, boss fight?
I liked it.
Yeah, for a card-style game, it's good.
Yeah. I liked the fact that he didn't just immediately go to where you were like a lot of the guards will.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like, even if you're like hiding somewhere, they're like, it's almost like this, like, oh, the AI is almost like there's a magnet. It's like, I just have to go this way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas he didn't do that.
Yeah, you can definitely. So Snake does bring up the strategy about. Oh, so by the way, so Noise, I'll let you know right off the bat. Maybe spoilers, not really. This motherfucker has a pre-equipped a fucking level 9 slot equipment.
Oh, yeah, level 3 equipment, yeah.
Yeah, level 3. So
3 by
9
3, yeah.
fucking equipments.
He's got 9.
And they're fully loaded. They're not even.
Yeah.
It's not like he has to. No, they're fucking fully loaded. So like, you piece of shit. He's a fucking bastard.
And he can move forever. He can do like three turns in a row.
Yeah, it's definitely. I feel
it's
he's.
bad.
I do. Guess what? One of my notes literally says, "Le one fight BS!" Exclamation point.
Absolutely.
A little bit of bullshit.
So did you have to get to explaining to this part to understand what that note was?
No, I remember that much.
Just looking at this note, like, I don't know what that means.
Hold on, let me see if I can read what one of them says, because I don't. Okay, so I wrote down on here. Let's see. Okay, I wrote this. How he know not real Fleming? I don't know what the fuck I'm referring to. Who? How he? Who? What the fuck? I don't know what it meant. I don't know.
Wait, sorry, I missed that note. What was it?
How he knew not real Fleming?
How he knew?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I also wrote down this.
He knew not Fleming.
I also wrote down this.
Yeah, because I mean, it's literally that question that I asked where I was like, what? They just revealed right away that it wasn't Fleming? I think it's referencing that.
Maybe. Oh, about Linnell? Maybe.
Because all of a sudden there was another
I thought it was Le One.
Le One.
Le One. I also wrote down here, Teleco. Oh, yeah, I know what that one means now. I wrote, okay. 15-16? No, maybe not. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
15-16.
Are you thinking she was 15?
I'm thinking maybe she was 15 or 16. I don't know, but maybe.
I'm
but
starting to suspect German has a cork board with yarn and tacks.
Yeah,
yes.
What do they call that? The murder board?
Yeah, whatever that's called. Yeah.
So this boss fight. So let me get through it. So Snake actually kind of gives you like a kind of a strategy you can use. He says, "I will attack him or take his what is it? I'll take his attention or some shit.
Yeah, I'll have his attention on me. You go around and get him.
Yeah, hit him from the back or whatever. So that's one way you could do it. You can obviously do it many other ways. I ended up beating him fairly easy my second try. I just I equipped it. I had some Nikita missiles, and that helps a lot. You do massive damage on him with Nikita missiles, and I just kind of like you're right. You just gotta just stay away from him and wait for the right cards, and come around the side. And then I got the perfect draw towards the end. Towards the end, I had a bunch of cost -8s and half cost, and for Teleco I had a bunch of the Ocelot, the all gun only cost 2.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was lighting this fucker up, dude. And so he uses his big old attacks and shit, and obviously high cost, right? So all of a sudden he's stuck at 17. I'm like, oh yeah, you're fucked, bro. You're fucked. And I just sat there and I was using the FAMAS, and so he's already at 17. Guess what? Now you're at 24. You dumb motherfucker. I was like, you're dead. You're fucking done.
So I went a slightly different strategy. I also used the Nikita. However, because of his high level, I would set up on strategic parts of the map. I would set up C4.
Okay. You said you love C4. Yeah, I totally said this is a C4 kind of battle. Yep.
And then he would get to that area, and because he has such a high cost, I'd throw grenades.
Oh, yeah. They're just going to blow up on him.
Yeah.
Because he does throw grenades at you, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But you can almost always evade them.
But I got hit every time, because every time he would throw them, I would be at 6. Because I equipped it like a fucking weapon.
But grenades are set to 8 cost. So if you're at 6, you should be able to get away.
I thought it was 5.
No, grenades are 8.
Then I got my numbers wrong. 8? I just when they were blowing up faster, bro.
Yeah.
No, grenades are not 8.
Grenades are 8 cost. Yes.
No. For
their timing,
Chris.
it is 8 cost. That's not what the cost to use. Yes, it is.
It's 8 cost to you. They go off in 5
cost. No.
Chris.
I'm
shaking my finger at you right now. Pissed off.
Hang on.
They cost 8 to use. 8 to use.
No,
but they go off after 5.
No, they cost 5 to use.
Detonates with 8 cost after use. It costs 7.
Do we have playing this thing? What the fuck kind of grenade do you have?
All right, let's look at this thing. What the fuck?
I can't look at mine because I'm in the cutscenes.
Grenade, hand grenade, anti-armor, use type, attack 120, detonates 8 cost after use.
And it costs 7 to use?
Damn, why did I think they cost 5?
Same here. I know. Okay, I think flash costs 5. Look at stun grenades. He must have, dude. I swear to God, he was blowing up really quick on me, and I was getting fucking irritated. His grenades were going, and he would throw 2 different kinds. I don't know if you noticed that. He would throw one that was just like a 2 square, and then like one that was like fucking like, or maybe that's just the way they work. I guess depending on what.
Well, because when one grenade blows up, it blows up the other one.
Right. I don't know, but I just felt like so my finger wagging went down a little bit.
And is he by any chance shooting these?
No,
just
okay, because they do explode if you shoot them also.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which I didn't realize that until I just read that.
Yeah, I just read that too.
Or you can't shoot them? That's fucking cool.
Detonates upon hit by gunshot. I know, right in the air.
I think I did read it a long time ago, but I don't bring them in. So
different timeline.
Yeah, but nonetheless, so you fight him, and he was a fun fight. I had a fun fight, but let me see what happens. That Chris said he had to redo it.
Oh yeah, what the hell?
Fight. Oh
yeah, that part. Yeah,
you had to escape.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. I must have just escaped pretty.
And I remember because Snake was at super low health, and what's her name wasn't doing great either. And I'm like, but I made it through the battle, right? That's all that counts. Nope.
Oh my god! I forgot.
Yeah.
So there's still dudes out there.
Oh yeah. After you finish this boss fight, you go out. It's like, oh, you have to escape now, and you have to go back through that level.
Not the whole way, but
not
enough of it.
No, yeah,
enough of it. I was like, oh my god!
Why does this game hate us?
I wish someone would tell me.
I got through this section pretty damn quickly. I won't lie to you. Maybe that's why I don't remember. I didn't have an issue. I had, again, because I had done my deck, I had a bunch of minus cost 8s and a bunch of half costs and a bunch of move cards and stuff like that. So I was able to get pretty good on this part. I had no beefs. So that's why I forgot. But this guy's getting his ass beat, dude. He already
what happened to me.
Once.
That's what happened 3 times.
Oh man,
I got through this boss fight and then would get through that part and I died 3 times.
So, okay. So you escape and then, because Alice tells you like, oh, get the fuck out of there. Like, like head to the west and there's a drawbridge or some bullshit like that, And you get to this drawbridge and there's not a guard in sight, and it's like, oh, it's just there.
It was super sus, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. I'm like, we just did a boss, so I'm not gonna fight another boss on the drawbridge. I'm like, all right. So I guess we'll keep going. Sorry, noise.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So freaking by the way, I was gonna mention this too. The way the cutscenes on the plane go are so fucking weird because it'll be like Minette will be talking to Alice in the storage or whatever the
fuselage, wherever she was, yeah.
And then it'll hard cut to the Vigo and Lena sitting on the goddamn plane, and then it'll hard cut back to me. Like, why is it like hard cutting? Like, why isn't it like a little more seamless? And especially when the puppets were there too, it was just like hard cut to the puppets saying like, we're gonna kill everybody, yay, and then it would hard cut to Leno, oh man, those puppets were evil, and it cut right back to him. It's like, what the fuck kind of editing is this shit, man? Like, it's very awkward.
It doesn't flow well.
No, it doesn't flow because it fades to black, makes you think, okay, I'm going back into the main menu or something. Nope, it's just gonna go back to Vigo, and then it goes black, and then it goes back to Minette. Like, what the fuck? Come on, just play it.
I'm not lying when I say stage 7 is the unending mission.
And
what mission?
Never
ending.
Oh, gotcha.
So anyways, you get to this drawbridge and there's no. Oh no! Wait, is that the drawbridge?
Yeah.
No, not yet. You gotta go through freaking ruins upper and minefield upper. So
that's
noise.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, dude. You called it. You come back.
Chris texts and he's like, "Is 3B stage 8?" I'm like, I don't think so. Like, why would it be called fucking 3B if it's not 8?
So it's called Ruins Upper, and then you got to go through that. I did that pretty quickly. No big problems.
Too big.
And then you go to Minefield Upper. Now here's what I thought was funny. I thought for some reason I just wasn't paying attention. I thought Ruins Uppers was the minefield, and I equipped the mines, and there was none. I'm like, oh, cool, ran right by there, no big deal, right? I got caught, but whatever. I still made it through, right? And then I get to the next stage. I unequipped my mine detectors, started it, and then I realized that is mine upper. I'm like, you piece of shit. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to watch where the guards don't move. And of course, they won't move if you're not close to them. I said, all right, fuck it, I'm just going to start moving. And I said, there's probably no mine here. Bam, you stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, that first crate right there.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, I'm going to go here and hide. Nope.
Yep.
That's a bad idea.
And so I was just kind of like, oh my God, this game kind of pissed me off because again, I unequipped it. And the second time this game does it to me.
So that Ruins Upper doesn't really have any cutscenes. It's just like filler level.
It's just another escape route.
It's just a stage for you to get through. It's pretty short.
It's really short. Really short.
There's not much to it.
No, not much to it. So I will spoil a tiny bit. So I have.
We have to because he hasn't been through this part yet.
No, just about cards. I actually have stealth camo.
I do too. Yeah,
I have seen like because hold on a second. Let me call.
Menino.
Mama to get the sticker.
Oh yeah, why do you have a sticker? Do you have an owie?
Yeah,
from
the
what?
mother took the growing.
You what?
The mother took the growing.
Oh yeah, did he hurt himself?
I guess.
The green were the biggest.
Same the big grave
With the
digger hurt.
forehead.
Oh, you hurt yourself with the big grave digger?
Yeah.
Come on, he's on the phone. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's okay.
That's okay. Little punk. He's so fucking verbal now. He's so funny.
I know. Like it's all just about like deciphering what he's saying.
Having children is like owning a Pokemon. He goes, they follow you around everywhere. They talk gibberish that only you can understand.
Yeah.
And it said, but unfortunately, if you put them to fight each other, you'd go to jail or something like that. And I was like, dude, it is like having a Pokemon. Because like he came in the room, he's like, and you're like, oh yeah, and it's like that is like a Pokemon, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Only like parents only understand their own children.
Only, yep. It's the funniest thing, man. But I do have stealth camo, so it makes a lot of these easy.
Yeah, I have seen some like cards like here and there from, I don't know, just from years of knowing about this game.
And then you have to go figure. I mean, if there's a solid snake card and there's a liquid card and there's a fucking, Meryl card, I'm like, well, there's gotta be a fucking stealth camo fucking card, Yeah.
It's the reason, yeah.
Yeah. So I have a stealth, so I was able to get through these sections pretty darn quickly. But the upper mine section, I got fucking screwed so goddamn hard because of the whole crawl thing on top of the mine detector bullshit. Because I got hit by the mines, and I was like, nope, system, batch title menu. I'm like, nope, fuck you. And I went into my edit, put the mine shit back on, and I went and I thankfully drew like pretty quickly, equipped that sucker, looked at where they're at, and I said, cool. And then I was moving along with my stealth camo, and I was gonna beat it like in fucking 11 cost, 13, 20 cost. I was moving, hustling. And there was a little hut, Chris, and I said, I'm gonna go open it up because there's probably a card in there. And sure enough, there's a Metal Gear Solid 2 pack in there. I stand in front of I waste my turn, just stand in front of the door, open the fucking door, right? And what happened? I think I knew my stealth was gonna run out because I know the last 20 costs, right? And I was like, okay, it's gonna run out pretty soon. So I equipped the new one. And then I went to go do something like to move, or I don't remember what. But the point being is I fucking equipped it. That's right. I was clicking on a weapon and I wanted to use it as a move. But I equipped it right over my stealth camo. So it comes off and the guard, who's that? I'm like, fuck. And I ran in the hut, got my card, and I said, you know what? And I already had like a action up, so I'm like, maybe I can still come out and box him out, kill him before he calls and back up. And remember, Teleco's in the far back, so like I just don't really care about her too much, And so fucking I come out, he calls guards, man, I didn't die. But that's when I said, okay, you're all dead now. Fuck you guys.
Yep.
Fucking just mowed them all down. And then I was able to escape like the last few, and I was hiding behind the house. And the guard comes out and I'm like, whatever, I just needed one more cost. And he was done. But he decided, I'm going to turn around this corner. He turns the fucking corner, sees me, triggers it again. You dumb. Dude, I've been cursing up a storm with this game. You dumb motherfucker.
That's what I mean by the AI, that it's so random sometimes.
Yes.
Because sometimes you'll be in alert and the guards will just stand there and turn around in place.
Yeah.
Other times, I'm going to go explore this random corner of the map.
And they're like, I'm going to come over here and what's that? Yeah. Oh, it's so random. It feels so random. But anyway, so you get to that upper mines. I
was just going to mention that, like, you reminded me that I also did like a mistake. Like, you're kind of rushing through and you press the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm. Like we were talking about last time, the stand instead of stay instead of stand. You're like, no, I want to stand. Fuck.
But yeah, like I freaking I was going to do a jump shot at this guy in the beginning of 7. And on the opposite side, like where I'm actually facing, there's a barrel.
Nice.
So instead of shooting him, I shot the fucking barrel.
Because you clicked it too quick.
Yeah, because I clicked it too quick instead of changing my target. Because in my brain, I'm like, I'm just going to jump out and shoot this guy. But, there's a fucking barrel within my range. So I shot that and had to deal with that problem also.
Yep.
So I've had everybody.
I've had happen before where I was at the perfect angle where there was a camera and a guy. And you know how when you're targeting people, it just does that little thing over their head.
Mm-hmm.
So from my angle, it looked like this thing was over the guy's head. It was over the camera.
And
so I wasted my freaking ammo on a camera. I was like, that is not what I wanted to do.
I think I did that in the armory.
Oh yeah,
that's where I did it. Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's that specific. It's that first camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I did the exact same thing.
Because if you don't adjust the camera angle, it lines up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
the cameras are our worst enemy here, dude. Like
it is. Oh, there's a section where I was definitely like, this is stupid. This is fucking horseshit here. But no, it's the cameras suck. Like you said, why
promise me that it's
translate?
Fixed in acid too.
I think it is. I hope it is. I don't remember struggling with that
promise.
bad.
Promise.
No. So, anyways, after Atlas tells you. So she goes, go north to the drawbridge or some shit like that. Oh, that's because you're trying to get too far, whatever that stood for. And she goes, whatever you
far
do,
away.
don't go east or don't go west. I don't remember. She goes, something terrible. I sense something bad over there. And you're like, all right, whatever, right, bitch? So you go north to the drawbridge. And
by the way, did I mention last episode? I feel like she's full of shit.
No, I don't know if you mentioned it. I don't think she's full of shit as not a psychic.
Yeah.
That she's in on it.
Well, she's been there before. Didn't she say that?
Yeah.
I don't remember her saying that, no.
No? I feel like
know.
Roger said something about her.
No, she's like got a bunch of credentials because she solved a bunch
worked
of
for the
cases.
CIA, the FBI, and
like crimes that had
Oh,
never
maybe
been solved.
no. Oh, I said I think she's been there before. That's what I said last episode.
Oh, okay.
We pretty much said, honestly, everybody's
Something like
sus.
that. Everyone's fucking sus.
I told you, the only one that's not sus to me is Roger, as of right now. He's the only one that's not sus. But I told you Gary was sus. I told you Lena and fucking, Alice were sus. I think there might be twins, but then the dolls, I don't know. I told you Manette looked kind of sus to me. Oh, yeah. So does that come out already? Did that conversation come out about Fleming and his daughter?
I don't remember where that came out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, nonetheless, so we'll figure it out. We'll get to the drawbridge, and you're about to cross it, and then Teleco pulls out her gun on you. And by the way, actually, her model, this close-up of her face, actually doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like her fucking, her
portrait.
Her portrait, but it actually looks like a character.
Does anyone's?
Yeah, Snake looks like his character.
No,
Gary looks like his character.
no.
Yeah, he does.
Snake does not look like
No.
Snake. In his portrait, no.
The portrait does not look like Snake, but the Snake model looks like Snake.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Okay. I get what you're saying there, but nonetheless, like this one, I was like, okay, she looks okay. Doesn't look horrible. She fucking shoots you, and she fucking runs away, right? And you're like, what the fuck? The drawbridge goes up, So you're like, what the fuck? What's going on? And you're like, Roger, like, oh, something's going on. She's like,
why she do this?
Oh, what's funny is like, oh, you've been separated. Oh. Roger kind of says it nonchalantly. Oh, you're separated? Hold on. Oh, there's a fucking there's a thing come. No, it goes.
Yeah, the little shed thing.
Oh no! Before that, he says, oh, you've been separated again. Are you listening in or not, motherfuckers? Because you make it sound like you hear everything, and all of a sudden now here you're like, oh, what happened? You're shot.
Yeah.
What happened there? But then he's like, oh, I'm getting a call, and it's from her. And she's laughing her head off. And she's like, ha ha ha! Like, I can't believe you. You're so stupid. Blah blah blah. This. So she's like, did you miss me, Colonel? And, he's like, Colonel. Then he says, you're not Teleco. And she's like, oh, you guys are so dumb, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, who are you? So it turns out this is not Teleco.
It's Swallowtail.
It's Swallowtail. And I was like, shit, I should have written down what she said. She gave us some big clue. I don't know what that clue is.
Well, it was when, what's his name, told her to shut up.
Yeah, he told her to shut up. So pretty much she's telling you, she says, I got the thing. I'm leaving. I'm out. See you later, motherfuckers. Peace.
Well, doesn't she go into some rambling about like swallowtails or the natural hunters of snakes or something?
Does she?
I thought so. I thought she said something like that.
I don't remember reading that, but
snakes don't belong in Alaska.
Maybe. Oh,
yeah. Basically.
No, she just says I'm Swallowtail, and then she says. That's it.
Maybe
and Roger says, what?
Maybe it's after this that I'm
Maybe it's after. Maybe you beat something that I haven't yet. But yeah, so she fucking bounces, right? And then he's all like, oh, there's a control panel in that shed. Shed blows up, and then there's fucking guards.
Which is 100% BS, because before we crossed that bridge, I was like, oh, there's going to be a card pack in here. I went there. It's just an empty room. Nothing at all in there.
No, of course
And so
not.
when it told me to turn around, I was like, no, you're not going to do this to me, are you? The whole thing where you try to check it before, there's nothing there until after it happens.
You can't do anything until after.
And it's like, oh my gosh. And then it went back and I blew up and I was like, okay, I feel a little bit better.
Yeah, so it blows up. Yeah, exactly. It blows up, and then fucking there's like 4 or 5 guards, and you have to take them out, or can you escape?
You have to take them out.
Oh, you have to? Okay.
That's what I did. I mean,
I did too.
that's what they say is.
I'm telling you.
Escape. Or no, he says escape by any means necessary or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, I was going to say, I think it's the funniest thing. I have a Nikita. I just finally unequipped it. I love having Nikita missiles because it's the funniest thing to see this fucking missile just slowly scoot up to the guards. Because
and then between turns, it just sits there.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so awesome. Fun. Well, it is funny because the guards be like, huh? What's that? And then you're like, one step, bam! You're like, bitch. It's fun.
You know what? You just reminded me of. I don't know if I mentioned this in previous episodes, but there's like at some point there's gonna be. I think there's a Kickstarter for it or something. Metal Gear Solid board game.
I've seen it. It's been out there. I'm interested in it. I don't know much about it. I wouldn't mind.
That'd be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, but just the way you mentioned the fucking Nikita missile, like all I pictured was like a little like piece on the on a board moving, like, hey,
That's
my
what it
Nikita
looks
missile's
like.
coming to get you, dude.
Yeah, it really is. It's funny as hell. So Nikita missiles are pretty good. The auto turrets will shoot them instantly. So unfortunately, that doesn't work there. Oh, guards will shoot it if it is in their line of sight and it's their turn.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
but nonetheless, so you get past this part, right? And so oddly enough, you're heading in the direction that Alice told you there was very bad things over there. Don't go over there, right? So okay, so you have to go. I think
you can pre-order it.
Oh yeah,
$100 from Konami.
Oh, it's from Konami themselves, huh?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid, the board game Integral Edition.
For $100?
That's not.
It comes with a bunch of cool figures, though.
Yeah, I mean,
like it's pretty detailed.
Most of these like video game themed board games, they're around like $100.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're always like insanely detailed. Like they had a Doom one for like the 2016 Doom. That one was like $80. Yeah, like the little figurines are super duper detailed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
the box art's cool. The cards. I haven't seen this one, but like stuff like that. Are
dude, it comes
detailed.
with a fucking like not huge, but like a pretty big Rex model.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's why I love Rex.
There's a fucking cardboard box model, dude.
But
are we talking like Monopoly style models or like
I don't know how
like
big
as
they are,
you get
but
to play as a cardboard box?
I guess yeah. It looks like yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't even know. Anyway, wrong board game. I'm talking about the wrong board game here.
Yeah. But nonetheless, so you get there and Roger tells you like, oh, we did some digging up and we found out that Beagle had hired this mercenary or some bullshit like that called La Clown. And I was like, fuck. I was like, so fucking...
Le One and La Clown?
Le One was correct. Like when he said, don't let the clown get a hold of him or her. But I don't remember exactly what it was, but like he was talking about an actual person named that clown.
Right.
You know? And it's like, oh, it's the master of disguise. Oh, you know what was funny? Speaking of disguise, I was like...
Decoy Octopus.
Decoy Octopus. I literally was like, Decoy Octopus, man.
I did not think of that at all. That's funny.
No, I knew it wasn't going to be him, obviously, but I was like,
I knew
Decoy Octopus.
I knew we were going to bring it up. Like one of us was just going to go like, Decoy Octopus. He's everybody.
Yeah, because it's like no one's ever seen his face. No one even knows it's a guy or a girl. And like Decoy Octopus, well, doesn't do the blood thing as far as we know, but like she is so good at her thing where because she has telekinesis power apparently or something like that. She can disguise herself. She can even attain memories from that person. She can change the voice. I mean, like she's pretty.
He mentions it's a perfect copy because they know your memories. They know the way you walk, your mannerisms. Everything they can
just
copy.
like a scroll.
Like what?
A scroll from Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
I know. You're like, yeah, sure.
Chris, like whatever.
No, I get what you mean now. I was like a scroll. What? Like, I'm thinking like what you write on. I'm like,
no.
No, it's okay. That whole scroll Marvel bullshit doesn't matter.
The Secret Invasion. Yeah.
It's very.
I haven't seen it, so but anyway. But so like you're like, oh, okay, you know, like. Chris, I know what you're talking about. The shot you're talking about, the skill you're talking about is BS, right? BS. That character card with the J. BS.
No, he said D is in Delta.
Yeah.
Oh, he said D is in Delta.
Yeah.
Oh, then that's not the one I'm thinking about. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways,
I know what it feels like to be Chris.
So. Because this gameplay, unfortunately, he's going through. He's like showing you his deck cards. I'm like, dude, just play the fucking game. I don't want to see what cards you have.
I'm gonna show you my deck here.
So I actually enjoyed this next section. Being Snake by yourself again. I actually rather enjoyed.
Yeah, it was so much easier.
Yeah, I liked it because I definitely, like I said, I didn't really care with Telecoast. I didn't give a fuck about her, you know. But I enjoyed being Snake. So I think we just got confused because now he's going through the minefield for the second time. I don't fucking know. The point being is, yeah, this is the minefield I'm talking about, the upper minefield.
Okay, so
yeah, because I think just east of stage 7 is where the drawbridge is.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you have to continue heading east for some reason because
that's the only way around or some bullshit. Yeah. Classic detour bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
So my bad. So Basilica wasn't even in this section. No wonder. So that makes sense. Anyways, so you get to this next. Oh, you get back to the. Is it the residential building? No, it's the
No,
it's the new building.
It's which one are you talking about?
Well, so this next building is where you kill noise. I don't know if you're gonna like this or not. You go into this building and oh, dude, there's this soldier wearing
the tower.
Is it the tower? There's this soldier wearing a fucking red like ski mask, And then this door opens up, and a soldier wearing a blue ski mask comes in. And the guy...
Oh, that's not the tower. You're right. Okay, yeah.
Oh, just red versus blue?
Yes, dude. He turns around, like, you know, mows down the blue soldier. I'm like, God damn. I was like, Blood versus Crips up in here, you know? I thought it was fucking hilarious. So they tell you, like, oh, Al was like, nope, that's just the way it is. Every guard there has been told, like, don't allow anyone else in with a different color or some bullshit. Reminded me of Solid Snake, where you had to find Kris Jenner, and you had to look for, like, the red hat and long hair or some bullshit like that. Yeah, it totally reminded me of that. So I appreciate this game doing that. I thought it was cool. A nice little callback. But it was...
For me, it made me think of the Rooster Teeth. Red versus
Rooster Teeth, red versus blue. Well, because it ends up being 3 colors. It's
fucking
red,
Caboose
blue,
and
and green. Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a real animal.
They're all sleeping.
That's another series I miss. But
Did you just spit in your own helmet?
No, I love the one. He goes, I forgot the character's name, but she's like, oh, she's so badass. She beat him to death with his own skull. That's physically impossible. That's what he kept saying.
This is physically impossible. Great show.
Yeah, super
Rest
fun.
in peace.
I never finished it. I never finished the whole thing, but it was pretty damn good.
Oh, you need to.
I should. I made it pretty far. But anyways, so you have to go in there. You have to collect, again, keywords. You have to fucking get the red, the blue, and the green. And then Roger will be like, good job, Snake. Now get out of there. And then you have to fucking get out of there.
Wait, what do you mean? You have to get the red, blue, and green? What do you mean?
Uniforms. Uniform, yeah.
Yeah, uniform, but yeah.
So you have to wear these?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And their cards.
So you have to wait for them to come up.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, you collect them, then you have to exit to put them in your inventory so you can then go back into the goddamn mission and hope you get them. But here's the funny part.
What?
You still don't even really need them. You can just mow motherfuckers down. Who gives a fuck? It's
or
not
you
like
can just sneak by them.
Or sneak by
like you
them.
did the first time.
Yeah, because it's not like there's one guard that you can't, he's hiding behind a fucking screen door and you have to run. Nope, it's just if you kill everyone, then you don't even need them. So why make me do that? Yeah. Make it so it's an option. Like, oh, you can either get this stuff and make it easier or just keep going, Snake. Nope.
That's so weird.
It's dumb. But that's what we're talking about. Cameras upstairs, Chris. There's one guard that walks back and forth underneath like a little platform.
On that little catwalk.
Yeah. Yep. You can't see him. Noise. You can't see him. You know he's there because you move your camera around and it locks onto him. But you can't see him. So I don't know what fucking color mask he's wearing.
I saw what color mask he was wearing.
Oh, you were able to see it?
Yeah.
I couldn't, bro. Not on my angle. I was like, well,
I went into the triangle thing and I could see what he was wearing.
Dude, I tried every angle and I could not see him.
That's bizarre.
I could not. He was just back and forth, and I was like, all right. Well, unfortunately, I drew my stealth card. I'm like, cool, and I equipped it. It went in there. There's some infrareds, and I crawled in there to get some card packs. Right.
Mm-hmm. You know what I never understood about the stealth camo?
Oh
wait, can you?
What?
I think you can go through lasers with the stealth camo in MGS 1 and 2.
No, I have no idea about that, but I've never tried it. Good question.
Because did you say there was lasers where you are right now?
There's lasers,
in one of the rooms, yeah.
You should test it with the stealth camo.
In this game, I'm 99% sure you trigger it because actually I just did it when I was getting the PSG one. I had stealth and it triggers it.
That's dumb. The light goes through you. You're bending.
It's supposed to bending, yeah, I know, right? I know. But no, so what? So when I crawled into the lasers and I was able to finally get an angle and he was blue if I remember correctly, right? Hey, guess what card I have in my hand? Blue. So my stealth was about to run out. So it was either about to run out or I tried to equip it thinking when it runs out, I'll be wearing blue on a different slot. No, it just knocks off your stealth because I guess you don't need it. I'm like, okay, thanks, asshole game. I didn't think, dude, I saw him walk. It felt like he didn't give a fuck. And I was like, cool. So he doesn't care that you're crawling around so long as you're blue. And then all of a sudden, out of fucking nowhere, he just fucking goes, what's that? Like, you dumb motherfucker. Calls in for backup. Thankfully, no backup shows up. I get up. I shoot the fuck out of him. Like, you piece of, fuck you, man. I killed him. I was like, so pissed. Oh, so by the way, when you walk out to put in your deck the blue, red, and green, Alice tells you, it's like, by the way, she goes, you might want to equip some C4.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? And it's like, just trust me. And Snake's like, I'll think about it. Even then, he says, I'll think about it. I thought it was fucking hilarious, right? So I said, you know what? I'm going to put it on there because I'm probably going to fucking need it like that fucking wall bullshit, right? And I'm not doing this shit all over again, right? So I get to this section and I didn't know what to do. I was like, what do I do? And I finally kind of was like, I see the crack on the wall. I go up to it and it triggers a cutscene. It's like, oh, it's like, there must be a clue. There was some kind of node, I guess, or some shit earlier back.
Did you say
Roger? Yeah. Roger tells you to go back there. Did you go back there, Chris?
No.
Okay. Roger says, go back and check it for clues. I'm like, fuck you. I'm blowing this wall up. I'm not going back.
Well, I happened to find that before. Well, so I didn't have to go back.
So what happens if you go to talk to that or investigate that node? That node, what?
It just says, oh, it says there's a room here where there's no door or something, and like, how are you supposed to get through? And
oh my god,
and he's like, oh, you need to blow it open, and that's when what's her name chimes in. She's like, yeah, that's what the C4 is for.
So I'm glad I didn't go back, and I'm glad that the game didn't force me to go back. Because if it made me go back, I was gonna be so pissed. I put the C4 down, backed up, shot it, kaboom, wall opens up. Oh my god, thank you, game.
So I have a question for you, German, though. How did you get past that green guy on the platform?
Green go.
I actually put him to sleep with my freaking M9, and then I just ran by him.
See, I didn't have that. I had to beat him up.
Oh yeah,
because you can't go past enemies. You can't.
No,
even if you're dressed in their thing and they think you're an ally, you cannot go past.
No,
them.
You can't go past them.
So it's like, how am I supposed to go past him? And another thing I want to know, there's that when you're facing the wall that has the fake room or whatever, behind you, there's those two fence things, and between there's that set of cards. How do you get that?
I didn't even care because again, I farmed like 80,000 points. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I went to try to get that, and when they mentioned like, oh, it's a fake wall or something, I put my C4 there and blew it up, which alerted them, of course.
Yeah.
But I was like, what? It didn't blow up. It's just a fence.
I know how to get it.
I think I know how to.
You know how to?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure you have it. You have it. You have to have the skill card.
I don't, but
Maybe
I know
not.
Wait. No, yeah, I have a card where you can just jump over. What are you talking about?
No, it's not that.
It's not that one. That's how you get the truck, though.
I don't think he has this one yet because I think it was after that level.
To get on the truck, it's the waist high card.
Mm-hmm. Even though the truck is clearly not waist high, but whatever.
What? Okay, yes. I thought when I pictured it, I was like, oh, get on the hood and then on the top.
Which that bottom part of this stage, German, and how I thought you could use that there. Nope.
What should be climbable is not, and the truck is not climbable, and it is. Also, I thought having that would allow you to jump down from one waist high.
That's what it says.
And it's some do and some don't.
Yeah.
I experimented. I tried jumping off of the truck like on a guard, thinking like, oh, maybe I'll knock him out.
Oh yeah.
It won't even let you. It won't even let you move in that direction. So
because you can't occupy the same space as someone else.
Well, why can't you knock him down? Like they move him one space forward.
Yeah, just
you're occupying the same space as someone else.
No. What he's saying is you land on him, and that pushes like the way when you punch him, like it would knock him like one square away from you.
But that's the thing is, even when you punch them, you're not occupying the same space.
Oh, true. You're not occupying that same space. Yeah.
The game, it's just not coded in the game that you can do that.
So I used to have in my deck the roundhouse kick, right? I got rid of that a long time ago. But I was wondering if you roundhouse kicked the green guard, would he fall off the rail?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I tried punching him, it didn't work.
Forward, it just goes forward.
Just knocked him back,
Yeah. But so
which, by the way, will break your armor, your cam or your uniform.
Oh, really?
If you punch him?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
because that's what I did. Because I was like, I don't know how to get past him. I can't. It won't let me physically go past him. So it's like maybe if I knock him down, I can do that then. And I did it, and all of a sudden I wasn't wearing a uniform. I was like, "Well, okay, that's cool."
No, yeah, I guess it's like when you like walk through people in MGS2 with the soldier with the
BDU or whatever.
Yeah, the BDU.
I was going to say BDM.
I was about to say MDU. Yeah, when you run through somebody, you lose
unequips it.
Yeah, and unequips it, and you get discovered. So it's probably just like a normal soldier wouldn't do this.
Yeah. What's funny is we forgot to mention this. The red, blue, and green armor, they're called uniforms. They're actually not bad cards. Just letting you know, they last forever, unless you get shot or something like that, or as Chris said, shoot.
Now you said they lost forever.
They last.
Okay, I just didn't know if
they actually have
your
pretty good buffs.
Different timeline British accent was coming out as you were twirling your new mustache.
Chris, did you happen to read the description on these cards?
I did not know.
They're pretty good. Don't quote me which one's which, but let's pretend red gives you like 80 defense plus 80 defense to the front. Blue gives you plus, the 80 to the back, and then green gives you 60 to the front and then 40 to the back or some shit like that. So it's kind of like, oh, they're not bad fucking cards. They're decent. They're decent. At least keep one or another one in your inventory. But anyways, no. So you blow up this fucking wall. So to get that item pack, it's. I'll give you the hint in case you already know it though, Chris. It's one of the staples from Metal Gear Solid 2. So the thing we yelled at Chris for not doing. One of the fucking things we yelled at Chris.
I literally was like,
which is probably also a way to get past that green guard too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't think about that.
You didn't try to hold him up?
No,
it's not
that's
that.
something you can do.
No.
You have to have this card. You have to have it.
Things Chris didn't do.
I don't think it came up at this point, German.
Hanging?
No, you can get it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You get it's amazing.
He's on a catwalk, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging, yeah. Okay.
It's an MGS2 pack. I had this like days ago.
I know it. I don't think it's available though. Did you have it
hanging?
Before then?
Dude, I've had hanging for days.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
well, I didn't get it until after, so all right.
No, I got it before.
Get it. Well, man, you have been grinding, Chris.
I didn't want to after 7.
I just got it randomly before we even got to stage 6, or before whenever it announces the MGS2 pack.
MGS2 pack, yeah.
Like all of a sudden it was just in my inventory and I was just like, oh, sick.
Hang, yeah.
I still haven't used it because I don't think there's anywhere to fucking use it before that.
But that's how you get that. Yeah, that I used it one time. Oh, I used it in 7 because I had this cool card in my army, which I don't want to reveal yet, but it's a very good card. It's better than hang, and it lets you hang. So
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
So I was like, hey,
yeah.
I was like, hey, instead of walking all the way around these stairs, let me hang off here and drop down. I wonder if it'll let me. Let's test it. It does let you drop down. And then I dropped down and got caught. And then all the guards came and like, God damn you, game. I was like, guard, you never look right. And this time you decided to look right. You fucking...
Well, like I say, it's like there's a magnet and it's like, oh, I got to go this way now.
Weird.
But anyways, you blow up this wall. And you go in, and here's where I was like, oh, shit, this game is kind of getting good now.
Oh, wait, this is a tower then, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, you're like, oh, the clown's up there, and she's waiting for you, and, blah, blah, blah. And, Snake's like, yeah, I gotta go fight her, or some bullshit like that, So anyways, you get up to this elevator, and the elevator opens up, and out walks another Snake.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is the part where I was talking about before, where it's like, who the fuck is who?
No shit. Another
that back and forth, I was so confused.
Oh yeah, well, because then the one let's just call it elevator Snake. So elevator Snake, his name on his talk or whatever. What do you call that thing? His closed caption. His words
on his words
says his Snake, but all the ones on the character you've been playing as now say Hans, and I'm like.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? I'm like, what?
So that when they're having the conversation, are you Hans?
Oh, you're Hans.
Yes.
It says Hans on it. And Snake's like, you must be Clown or some shit like that. He's like, no, you're Clown. It's like, it was the fucking Spider-Man thing. It's like,
yeah. Just pointing at each other.
Yeah. No, because I was like, is it Clown? Is it Clown? I don't know. I'm confused.
Right. Master of disguise.
Well, and you forgot right before this, he has another headache.
Oh, yeah. He does have another head.
And there's that little thing where he's like, oh my gosh, my head hurts. And what's her name's like, are you all right? No, she's not there. That's right.
Alice. But Roger says something probably.
Yeah.
Oh, afterwards, Roger's like, Snake, are you okay, man?
Yeah. And then that's right, because Roger says, Snake, I see you or something. He's like,
you were mumbling to yourself. Oh, yeah. He says, I see you.
Yeah.
Goes, what do you mean? Goes, that's what's so confusing. He goes, the sailors are picking you up, but that's impossible.
Yeah. He's like, you're already inside there. He's like, no, I'm not. Like,
yes. What? So that's why I'm so confused too, man. And then so you and Hans have this fucking conversation, which goddamn it, I don't want to like simplify it, but I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like kind of blown away because even your character says I'm Hans David, and he goes, and you're Solid Snake, and Snake's like, big deal, you know my name, who gives a fuck, And it's like, like he points your gun at you or some shit like that, and you're like, he's like, you're not gonna shoot me because you are me. He's like, what? I was like, what the fuck? If I die, you die.
So
this is very Fight Club.
The thing that made no sense, right? Because this is where they start. He brings up the doppelganger thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
right? Because he's like, "Oh, you're my doppelganger," and that means, and he goes into some weird thing about like when you have like two parts to your personality and one becomes strong enough, it becomes its own thing. Like that's not what a doppelganger is. What?
No. Yeah. Is it Alice that mentions like the persona? The persona, and I was like, oh, Persona 5, and like it's normally known as a shadow, and they said the shadow becomes strong enough, it becomes its own. I was like, is this Kingdom Hearts now? Is this the fucking Kingdom Hearts again?
Yeah,
the shadow becomes its own fucking person. Like, so at first, I'm with Noise. I was thinking like, oh, he's just hallucinating that he's talking to Snake when it's him, right? But then
I didn't say that.
like,
I said he's probably clown.
No.
I just said the conversation.
Oh
yeah, but I said the conversation's very Fight Club.
Oh yeah, well that's okay. So that's what I was thinking. I'm like, he's talking to him because after this conversation, Roger does say you were muddling to yourself. I'm like, oh, so he was talking to himself the whole time. But then you're like, no, because then they said they saw him on the satellite, and then Snake was like, I'll see you later, or some bullshit, and he walks away, and then like I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he asks him, right? He says, am I talking to somebody right now? Like,
yes.
Do you guys hear somebody else in the room or some shit like that?
Yeah. Is there someone in front of me right now?
Him.
He says that. He says, is there someone in front of me? He says,
yeah, and
no.
he's like, no, there's only one person there.
We would see him.
Yeah.
I think this game is supposed to make you feel like you're on acid.
That's what I started to think. Yeah.
Did we take something?
I know, right? Dude, could you imagine like it's like laced on the fucking
going through your fingertips.
and you're fucking tripping balls. Dude, we should do that and get sued. But we go down as legends.
We would go down as
you would get sued and go to prison forever, but goddamn people would remember that forever.
Game
made you trip the fuck out.
When you said we should do that, I thought you meant like we should trip on acid. I was like,
I thought you were like, I literally thought German said, let's do acid and play Metal Gear Acid and we'll go down as legends. That's what I understood. I was like, damn, German's like, I don't think German's done a hard drug in his life. And he's just like, let's go.
Let's go head first. It's just all in.
Yeah.
No, just imagine if they laced the game with it, and so you open it up like a Halloween from Halloween 2, where like the mask and watching that show just killed you or something. Whatever that plot line was that for that. You guys remember that, right?
And Halloween?
Halloween 2?
3.
Is it 3? Night of the Witch?
Because that's the one that doesn't have Mike Myers.
Okay, it's 3. Yeah,
but yeah, I felt like German was Dante from Grandma's Boy. It was just like, I'll go to the Looney Bin. Let's all go to the Looney Bin together, man. I don't give a fuck.
No, he says hell. He goes, dude, I think it's the devil.
Yeah. Oh no, the phone phone rings. Yeah. And he's like, phone's for you. I think it's the devil. And fucking he's just like, who is this? Is this Marv Albert? They're so fucking high.
He's like, I quit that place months ago, bro. It's like, dude, like you're fucking,
that's right. Man, he's fucking like, gone. JD turns out to be a real an actual robot, and he's attacking your grandma or some shit like that. He's like, oh, my grandma's in trouble. We gotta go. Dude, I'm too high to go talk to the devil.
and then they're like, we're too high to drive. They're like, look at Monkey. Like,
they get the chimpanzee. Drive, Monkey, drive.
Have you seen the movie, right, Chris? I love that movie. Oh my god, we gotta watch
Chris, you did see that movie.
Grandma's Boy.
I think you were already around when we were watching movies on my Discord back in the day.
Probably. I don't remember watching that one though.
Oh man, yeah, because we watched Kung Pao and then we watched that one and everyone was like, this movie's so cringe. I'm like, you guys don't like Grandma's Boy? Are you fucking kidding me?
I see the cringe, but it is good.
It's so good. Anyways,
yeah, so this whole conversation it's fucking weird, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no clear answer because they saw him, but they don't hear him.
Yeah, well, and
the fact that they only see one person.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hans
where their satellites can somehow see through buildings now.
Yeah, right. The nanomachines can see through buildings. I don't fucking know.
Nanomachines.
Well, like
that's one of the plot holes that bugs me. Mm-hmm. Is if their satellites can see into buildings and see where people are, why do they need Alice?
Yeah, no shit. Actually.
Because she supposedly like sees through other people and sees things that they can't see.
I'm telling you, dude.
But they can see him at the bottom of this elevator shaft.
Bad vibes from Alice.
So
I'm sus of Alice too.
Oh, I've been sus of her from the beginning, but
this acid's turning on me, and she's not giving me good vibes.
Yeah. So even Hans tells again. So I was thought like he's speaking to himself because he says like we need to keep each other alive because if one half dies, the other one does too. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, okay, Fight Club. And then he says whatever or some shit like that. Snake is like, I'll see you around, and he fucking leaves. And then you know like that. It makes no sense. By the way. Where the fuck did Snake come from on the elevator? Because as far as we know, it only goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the next section is. But yeah, he walks away, and then Hans So here's what's funny. Snake walks away back the way you came in, and then it looks like Hans goes after him, but now it doesn't say Hans no more. Now it says Snake.
Yep.
And it says, Snake says, which snake? I don't know, but it says snakes. one of Clown's smoke and mirrors, maybe? You know, it's like, oh, because they started referring to Clown as a trickster.
Yeah.
So Clown went from being
Alice does,
an assassin that can mimic anybody and anything and thinks he's above God or some shit, or thinks he is a god, to a trickster and prankster. Okay, which one is it? Like, I mean, I guess you could be both, but it's kind of, it makes no sense. So then Roger comes in, he's like, yo, man, like, something's not right. And even Alice like, should we report this? Because remember, Charles did say, like, report weird shit. That was pretty fucking weird right now, you know? This motherfucker was talking to himself and asking if there was someone in front of him, you know? So,
and then he's like, why, is something wrong? Oh, nothing. Oh, okay.
So, classic, right? So this next section, boss fight. I like this boss fight. Overall, I kind of...
It was interesting. I got a little frustrated with it because I lost a few times. After the first 2 or 3 fights, she just started in a different area from where she did the first few times.
Really? Oh, yeah. Okay. I bet a second try.
Is it so you're fighting? Hold on, you guys gonna have to tell me so we can confirm.
Okay.
So you're fighting who you believe is Clown. And then you walk in there, and then you like, oh, it's Swallowtail. And it turns out it's not Swallowtail.
So you're fighting actual Teleco?
Yeah.
Well, at least as far as we know right now. Again,
what the fuck?
So, because even Teleco says like, "Oh, you must be Clown." It's like, "No, you're Clown. Shut the fuck up." You know?
And then she shoots you.
Okay, so she thinks you're Clown,
and you think she's Clown. Yeah.
And oh my god!
But again, it could be a trick. We don't know.
Isn't this level designed in a certain way that you guys are kind of
like a little board game
washing over? Yes, it's like a fucking board game. Okay.
I wrote down the keywords: demented prankster. What pranks has Clown done to you other than pretend to be Teleco? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see any demented.
I mean, I guess it's a pretty good prank if someone walked into the room looking just like you and was just like, I'm you, I'm your shadow, bye.
Still very weird. So I wrote this down because I was talking to myself when I was doing this. I thought it was super funny because like Teleco says like, oh, this is a special room because the door disappears behind you, by the way. The door disappears.
Yeah.
And then Teleco's like, oh, she's like, this is a special room or some bullshit. She goes, only one person gets to leave. The other one either dies or waits.
2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Yeah. So she says the game won't start unless there's 2 players. And then once there's 2 players, only one gets to leave.
Did they specifically say 2 or just more than 1?
More than 1, probably. Yeah. And then she say like, and he goes, 1 leaves, and then the other one waits for the next player or some bullshit like that, which makes no sense because then you both walk the fuck out of here. But anyways, but there's all the squares. Oh, so here, okay, this level would have been so much better if it wasn't for the goddamn the mines.
I didn't have too much trouble with them.
Neither did I, but it still was bullshit. I'm like, are you kidding me? We already had there's yellow squares which do nothing. There's blue squares which amplify.
The yellow squares do something.
Yellow does something? What do they do?
It refreshes your cards.
No, that's green.
No,
that's I'm sorry. So like the basic yellow ones, the basic like floor,
the
normal, yellow brick road. Yeah. Sorry. So there's basic.
You can't have a game board where every board, every piece does something.
No. I know.
Monopoly has free parking.
That's what game does that?
Sorry, I don't know.
No, there's definitely a game that's like Life or some bullshit like that. Like every fucking...
No, Life even has normal spaces.
Trivial Pursuit, got him.
War, I don't know.
War. That's a card game.
Yeah,
it's a game. Oh, you said board game. No.
That's a game.
Anyways,
Tag's a game.
It's not a board game, but anyways, there is Tag a board game, I believe, actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so you get to the section. I think you could have done without the fucking mines. If she plants mines, which she does, that's fine. But there was already mines in there. I'm like, did we really
I just took
them?
it as she planted those as she went in.
You think so? So she does say this. She goes like, okay, we'll play or whatever. She goes, the good thing is I've been in here long enough to already know the rules, which you had to figure out. Ha ha ha, kind of bullshit, right?
So was she playing somebody else before you walked in?
I'm assuming. Remember, the elevator opened up. That Snake beat her and she stayed there. I don't know. the other snake.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, we don't know.
I don't know.
Snake
I don't
God
know.
damn it.
I don't know. I don't know if it's inside or a real person. I really don't know. I'm being genuine. I don't know yet. Chris might know because he beat 10 already. I don't know.
Say no.
Okay. So freaking so you get in there and I beat her on my second try. Oh man, that camo comes in handy and like minus cost 8s. I fucked her up. Let's just put it that way, man. She got smashed hard. But I was laughing in there because she says, you have to figure out the rules. And I said, okay, squares, colored squares, they probably do something. They're probably some kind of like, maybe, at first I didn't see the fourth color, so I thought there was only 3. So I was like, okay, maybe it's that classic, like rock, paper, scissors, right? Like red beats blue, blue beats green, green beats red kind of bullshit, So I was talking to myself and I was like, there's a special theme here. What is it? And I was like, I said, red beats blue unless you're covered in glue or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. I'll figure it out. And so it's just, they give you buffs. That's about it. And
yeah,
I kind of wished, again, if there was no mines, I would have definitely walked around the map more and kind of got more creative with it. Oh, she killed me pretty bullshit. I think she equipped a card that is a critical is an instant kill. Because I had plenty of health. I was on a blue square, which increases your defense. And she shot me. And like the first bullet just goes, pa-ching! I died. What the fuck? I'm like, okay, thanks, bitch, So I reloaded and I was like, okay, let's go left instead, or right instead. Of course, Claymore, bam! And then I said, okay, that's fine. I'm covered. I'm good.
Claymore to mine.
Whatever, mine. Claymore, sorry. The next section, I fucking decided that I was like, I'm going to crawl here and get rid of the mines before I start fighting her. Nope, no mines in that whole section I crawled. So I crawled for no fucking reason. So I was like, God damn you, game. You're pissing me off so much with this shit. But
wait, the mines were always in the same spot for me.
No. But I meant like after that first one, I thought there was going to be there's another one. And nope, there was none there. I'm like, and so anyways, I beat her up pretty damn quickly. I thought it was a cool fight. I like the theme of it. I really did. I hope there's a brush road or something because I would really like to replay this boss.
So my experience with her was I got greedy a lot, and I'd be like, oh, she probably doesn't have that much health, blah blah blah. So I'm just gonna shoot her dead or whatever. And I would get greedy and I would use up all my moves, and she'd be like almost dead, but then it'd be her turn and she would kill me. Is what happened most of the time for me. So, but that leads to another issue that I have with. And these type of games do this all the time where you go from like, you're my enemy to, oh, now I'm going to go with you. And this particular thing changes and it bugs me because it's like, why can't you keep it the same? And it's your HP because when you're fighting her, she has more HP than you.
Okay.
When she's your companion, she has less.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, because you shot her.
Because game.
Because you shot.
But yeah, it that always drives me crazy. Yeah, it bugs me. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So you beat her, right? And then like it's like, oh, like is she the real Teleco or not? And I don't really know why they said take her with you. And
she just what's it? Alice says like, oh, tell us something that you wouldn't normally tell anyone.
I think that's afterwards. That's after you escape this room, though.
No, this is before, isn't it? I thought.
I thought it was after because the room blows up. And okay, so we'll skip.
It's because she has the data on her. The thing that she stole when she crossed the bridge.
Oh,
the thing.
The Pythagoras.
No, she doesn't have it on her. That's right. You beat her and said, does she have the data? And you're like, no, she doesn't have it.
Well, no, it's I don't have time to find out. I don't like. I don't have time to search her. We need to get out of here. So he just grabs her and heads out. Yeah.
Well, he says, can you get up? Come with me or I'm leaving you. And then they just get up and fucking walk out. All right, whatever. I thought you said
you just killed her, but she's fine. Walk it off.
Because the reason is because they say that Clown is so demented and so crazy that Alice says it's Alice. I telling you, I sus that bitch.
Well, no, they say something like because Alice is talking about like you need to get out of there now. He's like, why? Well, because she's so like full of herself that if anyone does beat her game, she's gonna kill them because heaven forbid anyone should be smart or something. Yeah.
Well, not just she thinks she's so God. If she thinks she's God, then she thinks she can destroy and create as she wills. I'm like, what
that's right. Yeah.
She's demented. She's a prankster. She's an assassin. She's
narcissistic.
Yeah. Well, I don't get this character this clown character they're trying to fucking paint on us. So you get out. And now it says, okay, so tell us something that only the real Tucker would know, right? So Teleco tells you about her father fucking being murdered. Again, storyline. Sorry, he was. I guess.
But even before that, what's his name? Chimes in.
Roger,
and he's like, well, but Clown knows everything about the person, so
yeah,
what good is that going to do us? And Alice is like, oh, don't worry, I'll figure it out. It's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, she says, I'll look at their memories and I'll know if they're telling the truth or something like that.
Yeah,
but
like
we just said
search
Clown
their
can,
feelings, basically.
Yeah. But again, we just know Clown can go into the fucking mimic their speech and memory. So anyway, so here I wrote this down because I thought it was funny. So there's a little storyline here. So earlier there was a mention at when was it chapters 1 through 5 or these ones about how Beagle had something was brought up against Beagle, and then there was 5 people, assassins, and then they were found dead or some bullshit like that. And I think that they were sent to kill Teleco's father, and then those are the ones that were found dead. I think that's what I was trying to say, but who cares? The point being is she's saying this thing, spilling her heart out, and then Roger just nonchalantly says, "Why are you crying?" He's like, "Teleco, why are you crying?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's the real her, all right. Those tears are real." And I was like, yeah, I guess, fine. But Roger, like, really, bro? It's like she's talking about her father being fucking killed, and how before he died, he told her and her mother, like, don't worry, like, the truth will come out or some bullshit like that.
It's up to you to discover the truth or something.
Yeah, it starts crying. He's like, why are you crying? Like, Roger, do you not know what human emotion is, you dumb motherfucker?
It's like fucking Terminator 2 where fucking the Terminator goes like, what's wrong with your eyes? Fucking John Connor's like, I'm crying. What do you fucking mean what's wrong with my eyes?
That's about all I have here as far as notes are. So
is that stage 9?
Yes, 9.
The board game? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to this shit, and the next stage is you gotta go across this rope bridge.
Yep.
And you show up, and there's a bunch of ciphers, and they're like, oh, by the way, we go back to the plane. I forgot about this. And Minette's like, I can't find it. And then I was like, oh, I see it. It's behind some insulation or some bullshit.
Yeah.
And then like, it's like, oh my God, there's a bunch of wires, and
well, Alice says like, you'll find it because there's wires posted on it. Yeah.
And well, I feel like Alice was...
They hid that super well.
Yeah.
What are all these fires right here?
No, but by the way, I thought Alice was kind of a bitch here because she goes, how much time is left? And Alice is like, honestly, not much. There's probably nothing we can do about it or something. Like, you're fucking
you might
dead.
Just give up. I don't know why I had you looking for this thing in the first place. We were going to get to it.
And Minette's like, no, don't give up. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. Shouldn't Alice be the one telling
it took a total 180 from the last time they were talking.
Yes.
Because Minette was the one that's like, I don't know if I can do this.
I can't do it.
No, you're fine. You have to do it. And then it just, this one is like a complete 180.
I wonder if they fucked up the portraits and the dialogue.
That'd be funny as hell.
Is in the wrong fucking speech bubble.
But it is so funny because she's like, it's just so like, you're right. We're fucked. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Just, it looks like you're going to die. She's like, no, don't give up on me, Alice. We can do this together. It's like, wait a minute. Like, what just happened?
Alice is like, oh, yeah, you're right. It's like, what? That's all it took?
Yeah. Oh, man. So anyway, so you get back to this thing. It's like, oh, by the way, the dolls haven't come up in a minute. So that's what's kind of interesting to me. So the dolls haven't been back. And
I have a theory about that, yeah.
Okay. Well, so here's where that whole scene where she's like, oh, you were gone. Oh, I got up. I collapsed. And then you get information. By the way, I so feel like it sounds like fucking Sigint. I feel like it sounds like Sigint a tiny bit.
It does not sound like Sigint.
No,
I don't know where you're getting that. Like, it does not at all.
It just sounds like
a generic voice.
Yeah, just like an American guy commercial.
No, I'm not saying it's.
It reminds me of what was that game? Where you get the different powers and the big dads and
yes, BioShock.
Yeah, it reminds me of the announcer from that. Is what it kind of reminds me of.
Atlas?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't remember if it's Atlas or the other guy.
But you get new cards. You get new cards. They're called what are they called? Chronicle cards.
Yeah.
So you get some new cards and like cool. So anyway, so you get to the drawbridge, right? And it's like, oh, there's a bunch of ciphers, and it's like
what Chronicle cards are.
Should we tell them?
It's up to you. I mean, you're the one who brought it up. I don't care either way.
Well, it's more cards. That's all we gotta tell them.
Right. I'm fine with that.
I don't like being Chris.
Noise. It's okay.
So you get a whole new set to collect. A whole new set of cards to collect.
Yeah, I figured there's gonna be new cards.
Yeah. And there's some good ones in there too as well. So anyway,
I
so
love
you,
it. Yeah.
so you get to this drawbridge, and here's where I was kind of pissed because like, there's no way we can get across without being seen. I'm like, I have stealth.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I can get across. You know, like, and
I can. I don't know about you.
and fucking and they're like, oh yeah, and they're moving too much for us to shoot them. And then they're like, "Oh, we need a sniper rifle." I'm like, "God damn you, game!" Oh, there should be one in the armory. I'm like, "You piece of shit." So you go back to the armory.
I need no fucking sniper rifle if we got the ninja card with the shit.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, let me equip a bunch of ninja cards and like double scope and fucking FAMAS. Done. Whatever, stupid game. So you go back and Roger even tells you like you might need both 1 and level 2.
Yep.
And I said, I went through my memory and I said, no. I don't need to. Fuck you. I'm only bringing level 2. And I brought level 2, and all you need is level 2 if you go through the far side, I guess you want to call it. So yeah, so you don't need both. But in the keywords, he said you might. So you don't need it. You can get it faster if you have both. If you draw them, obviously, because you have to draw them. Oh, so one actually I skipped the scene. So you go into this room, right, back to the warehouse or where the wherever this place was, right? What is it? Armory. And some guards come out. There's a bunch of guards. And then these new ones come out, these new guards dressed a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
And they mow the fuck out of the other ones, out of Lonel's men. Yeah, because it says
Leon's,
Leon.
Leon.
I'm always going to mispronounce his name. It's not even on purpose, too, man. And Lewan's name. Lewan's soldiers get killed by these other soldiers. And they're like, who the fuck are they? You know, and even, what's his name? Roger's all like, could it be, I call him Hart, HRT? Which I think was the original security or the original crew.
Well, it was, what's her name was on, yeah.
Yeah, the one that, what's her name, Telco was with, right? Yeah. HRT. We don't even know what that stands for. So heart unit?
Hurt.
Yeah, is it hurt? Okay, whatever. And so anyways, there's just these 2 guards. By the way, I think they're a little easier. I don't know. They might have better guns. I never got shot by them. But as of right now, for me, they only have 2 guns equipped and no body armor. And no evade, so I'm like, okay, so you're just fucking easier as far as I'm concerned. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So I killed the fuck out of them, got the sniper rifles, and that's where I'm at. So I haven't made it across the bridge yet. Okay. So that's as far as I've gotten. And you said, Chris, you mentioned that this next section is just pretty short, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can go ahead and talk about this next section while I try to play it here real quick, maybe.
So first of all, let me say that I made a big mistake. Well, I guess not a big mistake because I didn't realize that you could use the same ammo from different guns to equip and use that gun still. Mm-hmm. When I first got the PG one, right?
PSG one.
Yeah, PSG. Thank you. I equipped 1 on each of them because they're like, oh, we have to work together, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, I'll give each of you 1. You know, thinking it's a used weapon, not an equip. And I get there and it's an equip weapon, and I'm like, you're freaking kidding me. So I thought there was no way I could use them because I had 1 on each, and you're only given 2. It's only 2 that you can get. And so I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So I was like, okay, well, is there a way to use other weapons? So I had the Stinger missile, so I used that. That actually worked really well.
Okay.
And I got a couple of them down with that, and then I got one with the Nikita.
Oh, okay. See?
And then one of them noticed me, and guards just freaking pour in there like rain.
You just mentioned that. They just mentioned the guards come out like crazy.
And I just got overwhelmed and I died. So I was like, all right, let's try again. This time I'll equip both PS or PG1.
PSG1.
PSG1. Yes, thank you. PSG1s on one person. And the other person I'll give the
Nikita or Stingers?
No, Stingers, yeah. So I did that, and it was much simpler.
Okay.
I think I got them in I think it was like 5 or 6 rounds or something. It was basically just waiting for those weapons to come up and get them knocked down, and I went across. And that was it. Literally that whole level was just that.
So do you have to get both characters across or just the one?
Just, if I remember correctly, you don't even have to get across. I think you just have to beat them.
Just eliminate all enemies.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, 'cause I got stealth right now in my cards. I'll fucking run across.
But then someone shows up.
Oh, okay.
Lewan. And he talks about he wants to join forces.
That's right. So we didn't mention that. So when you beat Lewan earlier, like he's beat up, but then Alice comes in and tells you like, oh, there's no use. He regenerates too fast or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Just escape. I'm like, I just killed him. I'm like, all right, whatever. I figured he wasn't dead, by the way. I figured it was a little too easy. It was probably not done. So, but so you say it comes back, huh? Interesting.
Yeah. So after you beat those things,
interesting.
Lay One comes back and he's basically like, let's join forces because the enemy of your enemy is my friend.
Frenemy.
Or whatever that phrase.
We literally said that. It all comes full circle sometimes, man. God.
But yeah, and then he starts talking about how the ACUA troops are the ones taking out it, which is what happened at the armory.
Oh,
those new people were the ACUA troops, and they're just demolishing his forces.
Okay, why?
Absolutely, because he's trying to go out. So it's to me, it seems like there's three people that are trying to get this Pythagoras.
Okay.
You, Snake, and your group of people, the Americans, Lay One, and then ACUA are all trying to get this thing. And ACUA, I guess, because you've wiped out enough of Lay One's forces now, he's weakened. Mm-hmm. And so they're just like tearing into his troops now. And so he's like, you need to come help me, otherwise we're both going to lose. Is essentially what he's saying.
will get it. Is what they're
ACUA will take over and they will beat both of us. Like we have to team up because individually we're not strong enough.
Okay. Again, sure. Enemy of my enemy is my friend, but if he double crosses us, I'm gonna get so pissed. It's like, bro, like obviously, come on, like you can't do that.
Well, so that's the thing though. Is he like he kind of makes it clear like he's like, I'm not doing this to help you. I'm doing this to help
myself.
Me.
Sure. But I mean, like, don't let your guard down. If they come out at some bullshit where it's like, and here's where I triple cost you, and you're not prepared for it, I'm gonna be like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway,
But anyway, so then there's this whole cutscene afterwards. I don't remember everything that goes on after that, but he's basically saying like, we need to team up. I need your help. Like, let's just set our past aside for now, their differences aside, and let's take this on together. Afterwards, it's whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so there's this cutscene, and I don't remember who's talking about it. But they're talking about, I think it was actually Lay One was talking about when you were working with him and the numbers and everything. And he talks about the reason we were collecting the children is because we were looking for candidates for these things. Because there's two different things, and I cannot remember what they are. There's basically, it's like one controls the other. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway.
Wait, hold on. Who said this? Lay One says this?
Lay One is telling you this, yeah.
When we were working together to Snake?
No. Oh. So he's saying he's talking about like, so he brings up the whole like what's his name? The other Snake guy, Hans Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, Hans Davis, which is you. He's saying we worked together to do this project, and this is what we were doing, and the numbers were. I can't remember what it's called. It starts with an N. Neonte or Neote, something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Like Neuroton, like what they were talking about?
No.
Oh.
It's some... I can't remember it.
Okay, no worries.
I probably should have taken notes. Anyway, so he's talking about, like, this group controls this other group. And the reason they were collecting children was to get them to be used as this one group. And then they were collecting other people to control that group. And one of the things he says was that in order to control them, you had to have psychic powers.
Okay.
And so that, to me, makes Alice seem even more sus.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's psychic, so I think she's the one controlling the dolls on the plane.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm telling you, I was under suspicion of Alice and Linnell. I thought one was each, but now that we got to the Hans and Snake psychosis, double personality thing. The dolls have double personalities. I'm like, so does Alice have a double personality? What's her name? Lena? Fleming, I thought maybe was, again, who the hell is still this Emilio guy? I still don't know. By the way, actually, we forgot one little big section here. You get a codec call from somebody, and they tell you something. Fuck, what do they tell you? They tell you to be careful. It's a total fucking deep throat, your biggest fan, Mr. X moment.
Yep.
Huh. So you get this codec call and it says unknown, and I forget what they warn you about. They warn you about something, and he's like, "Who is this?" He's like, "Who is this?" And he goes like, "Oh, you just call me Buddy."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And then after that, it changes the dialogue name to Buddy. Yep.
Yeah. So and he's like, "You don't trust me?" He's like, "How can I trust someone who I don't fucking even know their fucking name?" You know, a valid point. By the way. So yeah, it's like, so now there's another person. So now, since this Emilio character still has yet to be revealed, now I'm like, is Emilio Buddy? And who the fuck is this who is Emilio nonetheless? What's his purpose? I could be going, completely sideways. It has nothing to do with nothing, but I'm still affixed on this Emilio character because they've mentioned them. And by the way, Chris, you didn't mention that when you get swarmed with riot shields. These fuckers have riot shields.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's what I'm dealing with that right now. So hopefully I'm gonna try. We'll see what I can do.
Yeah, you're better off starting over. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll fucking do it.
Because they keep coming in.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck it then. I'll start over. But anyway, so I guess that's up to Sage 10.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking info. Holy shit.
Oh, it's so much, yeah.
Again, it was that Metal Gear Solid 2 section where you're just like, I don't care right now. Like, I just don't care. Because there's good stuff. Like, the good stuff, give me more of that. But a lot of this other stuff, it seems pretty...
Jack, do you know what tomorrow is?
Yeah. It seems very irrelevant. Like, oh, Beagle, blah, 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 this. But I don't give a fuck about Beagle, man. I give a fuck about what's going on here.
Yeah.
When they mention Clown, I'm all ears. When they mention Beagle, I don't care. When they mention the ACU, I don't give a fuck,
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I wish I had taken notes on that one part at the end of 10. But
I was trying to beat it here, but I got caught, so.
It was one of those things where it's like, that's more evidence that Alice is sus.
Mm-hmm.
And she's really the only one I'm kind of sus of. I'm not even really sus of Snake. I don't know what's going on there. Like, that's super confusing, but I'm not sus of him.
Mm-hmm.
Even, what's her name? I wasn't too sus of her when she took the thing. I figured it was just something else going on. And then she's like, haha, I'm Swallowtail or whatever. It's like, okay, what does that mean? Like, that doesn't mean anything to me.
I got to find out what her speech was, because that was pretty funny. And it was so funny. He's like, shut the fuck up. He just shuts her up, dude.
Yeah. He's like, I don't care.
And she kind of gets hurt by it too. She's like, damn, I was just trying to tell you this cool story or whatever.
But I love Snake's reaction too, because it's like, if I had to sit through this, you have to as well. But also it's like, I had that option. Like, that was a thing I could have done.
You're like, fuck, I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something the Swallowtail comes at midnight, some bullshit. What the fuck's going on? I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
just like the crows at first sun.
Weird ass haiku that she fucking.
Mm-hmm. That's literally what it was. It made no sense.
Just tells everybody the same thing every time she meets them. They're like, oh
that's
god,
what it was. That was what it was.
It's very rehearsed. Yeah.
Have you met this Teleco chick? She talks about swallowtails and weird shit.
She's really into them. I don't know why, man.
Yeah. And have you noticed her fucking face doesn't match her real face? It's weird.
Oh, there was another part that we didn't mention, German, when in the tower, after you beat her, and you take her out, did you notice the part where, I can't remember how it's brought up, but Snake mentions, like, she does not smell like perfume.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
I didn't know if he said that, but I remember actually noticing myself too, like, he didn't say the perfume part, because that's why I was like, oh, it's going to come up, but so I must have just missed it, so you mentioned it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he meant... I don't remember if he asks or if it's just like an offhand comment, like, why don't you smell like her perfume or whatever? And she's like, I don't wear any. So that's a hint that she's not Clown.
Actually, hold on.
So this Clown character must be wearing perfume.
But remember this too. The first time he says, you smell like perfume, she's like, what, or whatever. The second time he says, like, oh, when we're in that room with all the nasty smell, he says again, why don't you spray some of that perfume of yours? She says, I'm telling you, I'm not wearing any perfume.
Right. But that's
Clown.
I assume that's Clown just accessing her memories, and her memories show she's not wearing perfume.
So, okay. So
so Clown is wearing perfume, but the memories is telling him to respond, I don't wear perfume.
Yeah.
That's what you're going with? Okay. So see, because my impression is that, then she just must smell naturally beautifully. And, it's like, I'm not wearing perfume. That's my natural musk.
That's my musk.
Well, but either way, Clown has a specific smell that he's caught on to. And then when he rescued her from the tower, she didn't smell like that. Mm-hmm. That's how I know she's not Clown.
Yeah, me too. I know this is not Clown anymore either. I'm sure I'm with the regular, which brings up the point that later on, mark my words, we'll find some other person and we'll probably think we killed Clown or some bullshit. And Snake will be like, towards the end of the game, we'll be like, I know that smell. It's like, dun, dun, dun,
It's not the perfume, it's the gasoline.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. Nice. Good job. Yes, exactly. That's what it'll end up being. So we'll find out.
Okay,
cool. That's about it. 7 sucks, man. 7
Yeah.
was
Now
fucking...
noise is like halfway through. No, I'm just kidding.
Once
No, Jesus Christ.
the 7 part sucks. The boss for 7 is fun. Linnell was fun enough. I want you to have fun with him.
Just make sure when you finish that boss fight that you have some HP or
Yeah, seriously.
some rations queued up or something, because you will get you get absolutely screwed over if you don't.
Yeah, you actually kind of do. Like I said, I got lucky with my draw because I said I fucked him up hard with the cost. I blew him up with like 2-3 Nikitas. I mean, he was on fire. He just got wrecked. He got smashed.
So you start out in alert, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So there's no sneaking.
Quick question about another question about like the weapons thing. I don't remember what the colors mean.
I don't either. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's right. They do explain that. Yeah, it was something
like for the 4 sides. There's different colors.
Yeah. So I'm assuming same as that puzzle game the puzzle fight we just did. I'm assuming blue would improve defense to that card.
I think it affects the cost and stuff like that too, though.
Oh,
but I don't remember how it works, and I didn't even pay attention on it.
Because I also noticed,
I should have wrote it down.
Because I also noticed, like, if let's say for example, one of them has green on the right, and then you put another weapon to the right of that, that card becomes green
because it's getting that buff.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
that's what I think. Because if it's to the right, it gets whatever card is to the adjacent to it gets that buff.
Oh,
I did notice those colors. I did not put together that it has to do with the arrows.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
To me, it looks purple, but I'm sure it's blue. But it's like blue, green, red.
Red.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. You're right.
I don't think there's yellow.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's yellow either. I don't think I've seen yellow, but that's what it is. So, like, if you put on your left-hand side a weapon with a red to the right of it, the weapon to the right of it will get, I think red is attack up. It'll get some extra.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Interesting.
That's it.
Okay, well, now I know how to use weapons. I should be having less of a hard time. Like, I'm surprised I even got that far.
Dude, you were actually just waiting for telecodal counter. I think that's fucking... that's maddening, bro. You were like, come on, bitch, just fucking...
I get that, though, because I was very much like that in the beginning, too. When it said equip, I was like, what? Equip? What does that mean? And I'm thinking, like, you can use it multiple times or something. And then you equip it and nothing happens. I was like, what the heck? What's the point of that?
Yeah.
Well, there was also plenty of cards that you were getting that were for equip type only. At least I was.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this makes it so that this card plus attack, but you lowers your accuracy. And it's like equip type only. I'm like, I don't have any games. Stop giving me these things. I don't have any equip cards.
It's like, just equipping onto my weapon that I can't use. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, like the sniper wolf adds like 50% accuracy or something. It's like, cool. I can't shoot with it though, so
and it fades after you use it or at the end of your turn. Yep.
Does it?
Yeah.
Some of those, like a sniper wolf. A couple of those ones will only disappear after you use it or your turn.
Yeah, it'll say like last till end of turn or some shit. It depends. Yeah, it's like you like when I play this, like I have to put my Magic the Gathering brain on, you know, and I'm not great at that game either, but like that's how I have to like start, like, okay, at till end of turn or till whatever, and you know.
Now this game will also not will not tell you what to say. Damn it, cost, weapons. Damn it, I just had it. It's gone. Let's keep going. keep going.
It's dead.
Yeah. I keep going. It might come back to me.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Hopefully I get to 10 by the next episode.
Once you get past 7, it's
much better.
It's
7
much better.
Brutal. It was brutal.
You'll still have a couple things where it's like you have to go back and do this, but it's not 7.
Yeah.
So I just hope we don't have to do that going forward.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully there's not another like long ass.
No,
because I think. The other day, German, when you said, "Oh, I just finished 7, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I just did too." And I went back the next day, and there was more 7. And I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Because I didn't actually confirm because it was late at night, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna turn off and go to bed," you know. So I didn't actually confirm and look at the map and show like, "Oh, here's stage 8 or whatever." And so I went back because it was, I'm pretty sure it's after the boss fight because I don't think there's any I don't think you go back to the menu between finishing 7 the boss fight, right? When you go into the storage facility?
I don't think so.
I think it was after all that, and I had finally beaten the boss and done that other part thing, and then I went back and there was more 7. I was like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
Yeah, it's not fun for sure.
Cool.
Fuck, I just clipped it over my PSG one.
But yeah, seven was one of those levels where it feels like half the game that I've played has been in 7.
Oh yeah, hours in 7. Now, what's funny is we were kind of blazed through this game, and I was like, dude, how the fuck come people came? It's like 30 hours.
I know.
Now I know why. Now I fucking know why.
Yep, stage 7. Yeah.
Yeah, stage 7 for sure.
Let's see, how many hours do I have? 24 hours, 46 minutes.
Jeez.
In this game.
Damn, I don't even know where to see that.
If you go to the menu.
Yeah, the menu tells you.
It'll tell you.
Oh, does it? Oh, I don't want to know.
And I'm pretty sure it includes, like, when you have to redo a level, it still tracks that time. Because I remember the first level took me like 2 hours to get through. The very first stage. Just because I was trying to perfect it, and then found out, like, you'd mentioned something like, oh, I'm just blazing through these and then going back and doing it. I was like, oh, I'll do that at the first stage then, and then you can't do it. So.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's stupid.
Oh, by the way, stage, I think is it 8 or 9, the tower, the boss fight?
9, yeah, I think you guys said.
9.
What rank did you get on that?
Oh, I don't remember.
I got another S rank.
Did you?
Damn.
I
got a B on Le 1, that boss fight. And then I got an S rank on the tower one, yeah.
By the way, there's claymores here too, Chris. Or
mines. Are they really?
Yeah, I just fucking walked up to the side of the bridge and bam! Alright, fucking claymores. God damn it. Claymores or mines, whichever one it is. But yeah.
They're claymore mines.
Okay. And they blew me up. And so yeah, I'm pissed now because I lost my camo. Thank you. Oh, fucking.
Right, yeah, on the side. I know what you're talking. Yep. Yeah.
Okay, on the side, yeah.
Yeah, I found those out too, yeah. Because I was going to go to the side there and go as far as I could, and then, I was going to try to use the other guns.
Oh, okay.
And then, and it's like, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Word up. Okay,
right,
well,
let's call it.
This next one is beat the game.
Is it beat the game? Okay.
Yep.
Beat the game, you guys. I might be somewhere there, trudging behind you. But I mean, I'll keep myself informed if I'm not going to make it by that time, because I definitely don't want to keep listeners waiting, because I'm sure some of them are kind of maybe glazed over these episodes. Just the way I am when people start talking about sports ball, where I'm like,
sports ball.
Yeah, okay. One team scored on the other team. Yeah,
ball,
crazy.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
We kicked the ball around for 3 hours and nobody scored. Crazy.
I described sports the other day perfectly. I told my wife, and she agrees as well. Sports is a bunch of men getting angry over a bunch of other men that are kicking balls back and forth.
Yeah. It's almost like, you ever heard how like someone described hip hop, where it's just two dudes writing poetry at each other?
Yes. Yes. I've heard that.
Just angry
and stealing
poetry.
other songs.
Yeah, and stealing other songs.
Sorry, covers.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Sampling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sampling when you had the music and the lyrics.
Yes, Puffy.
Well, Lotto nowadays, have you noticed?
Oh, well, Puffy was like egregious back then.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was like David Bowie and all that shit. Jesus.
Like nowadays, they will just straight up take the whole song and just sample whole portions of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone who's doing Straight Up Now Tell Me by Paul Abdul.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was like, no, you don't touch that. That's not okay. They have someone sampled, I think, the music from Take On Me. They didn't do the lyrics.
How dare they? That's my favorite song of all time.
No, they've ruined so many songs for me.
Dude.
It's like, why?
There's nothing original anymore, bro.
You guys need to hear Jorge sing that song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so just a little last note that I've actually been kind of want to mention in our podcast, because a lot of people didn't like the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, one of the
fine.
biggest reasons was people were saying, like, there's too much like fucking 80s music on there. Like, there should be more like Super Mario music. And it's like there is a lot of Super Mario music. Like, I don't know how you're not hearing all that shit. Like,
what?
it's in the background like all the time.
There's so many references in just the music. Yeah.
But I love the soundtrack. I love the 80s soundtrack because that's what we were listening to when we were playing these games as kids.
Yeah.
And now I have like a better reason to super like this movie, because it's like this movie exposed my son to my favorite song of all time.
Super Mario Brothers Super Show rap song?
Yeah. No, yeah, like Take On Me by Aha. Like that's my favorite song of all time. I just love it. It's perfect song. I don't even know how to explain it. You know,
so for me, the movie was good enough that I could almost overlook the fact that it had Seth Rogen in it.
Yeah, like I thought I was gonna have a problem with freaking Chris Pratt again. Like, just can we get less Chris Pratt? But after a while, you just stop hearing him.
Yeah,
I can't stop hearing Charlie Day though as Luigi. But
for me, it was Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen. Yeah, but whatever, you know, Seth Rogen. But yeah, like to me, I have this movie to thank that my son now sings this song, and he just sings it out of nowhere sometimes. And what's funny is the first time he sang it, I think we were going to go watch a movie at the drive-in or something, and the song came on my phone on the car, and he just all of a sudden was saying Super Mario. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what does he talk about Super Mario? And Jesse's like, oh, because this song's in the movie. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then he was doing the Take On Me. And he was like, take me on. And when he did that, like, both me and Jesse like choked up. Like it just made us want to cry. I was just like, yeah, this is so crazy. If only your Pokemon would sing to you that way and make you want to cry. As German was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, go beat the game.
Let's call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. I was your host, Noise.
Yes, I'm Contra.
And I'm Damn It Chris.
And we'll see you guys next time. Don't do too much acid when you play this next part.
Yeah.
It's confusing enough already.
It is.
Or maybe it'll make more sense. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, possibly. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yes, sir. The entire episode is out now. Those 3 are still playing. More content? Yes, sir. Pixel-benders.com is the best place to find it. Yes, you can click the link in the description below. Yes, you can send your questions to info@pixel-benders.com. No, sir. It doesn't cost a thing to give the show a 5-star rating. That's right. Nobody knows you are the one that will keep this podcast alive. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Listener.